What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Risk of Resources Loadout race of the week. I am Race. I'm here with Disputed. Hello.
Hey,
Yeah, who
you may
is
have heard me a few
here for the
minutes
first
ago.
time. Yeah. I had my
Oh,
OBS track set to another thing. Anyway, we have a team race going on today. Gonna be very interesting. This is probably, I don't know, this is probably the worst set of loadouts we've ever had in
oh,
like a four loadout environment.
this is pretty bad.
I am just really hoping um we don't see like 50 plus fives today.
Yeah, I think this is like worst case scenario for I think 3 out of the 4 survivors.
And then
And
on the last one, it's still not good. Like,
yeah,
oh man. All right, let's stop teasing you guys. Let's actually look at them. Oof.
yeah, put them up.
Okay. So
Ugh.
first of all, I want to say our blue team today is Snack and Goji, and our red team is Ruddy and Dan. So we have a nice U.S. versus Australia kind of theme today, which is kind of cool. But yeah, these loadouts. So we have Chef with Glaze. We got Railgunner with Polar Mine and Altem 2. We have Multi with
Ugh.
Retool, Saw, Scrap Launcher.
Not the worst loadout, but definitely not one you want.
Yeah, and then Full Damage Rex.
Some Shreks.
Yeah. So
Yikes.
I mean, I really, really hope that our players lock in. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how fast we're gonna see the loadouts be, right? I think these loadouts could be like 40-minute loadouts to some of them.
it's
Like
true.
looking at the multi, like oh my god.
Team races tend to go a little bit slower anyway.
Hmm.
That is one nice thing though, that they will have a teammate in their ear that's gonna save their mental, I think, at
Yeah,
least to some degree.
that's the hope anyway. Right? We
If
don't
you're
want,
struggling, maybe your teammate's struggling too, you can get through it together.
or like let's say me and Disputed are on a team, and Disputed dies, which is very uncharacteristic. But let's say that happens, and he's like, "Oh man, I threw, we're gonna lose," but I'm like, "No man, like I'm ahead right now. We could still get like first and third or something, like." So there's definitely some balancing as well. Like you can rely on your teammate to carry for a round, which is kind of a neat thing that you don't have in normal races, which is good.
Hmm.
But
I think especially for these hard loadouts, it's gonna be
yeah,
nice.
they're gonna, you know, I hope they don't need it, but they have it as a resource there for them, if it happens.
Hmm.
So, oh my
Very
god.
true.
I mean, starting off with Chef is not. Oh, we have someone we need to time out for 1,000 hours. It's crazy. One
Nice.
week. Anyway, um, we
Yeah,
have
I know they prefer yes chef in the races.
yeah.
Oil is not preferred. There's not the whole heck of a lot of options with chef,
Mm-mm.
but I don't
Yep.
know. And then that railgunner, I guess, I like the freeze special more than the default one, but it's kind of negligible.
Yeah. Like, it's definitely the best skill in that loadout, but I mean, I don't think the Mythic fight will be that bad, right? You have I mean, potentially, I don't know. We'll see. It depends how much they loot, right? For all these loadouts, like all of them could be fine,
Hmm.
all of them could be terrible. So they just kind of have to listen to the run, listen to the loot, listen to the loadout, and kind of go from there. I think. I don't imagine we're gonna see any, like 3-minute stage ones, though. I would be very shocked, to be
It
honest. But
does. With this game, you do have to remember it depends on the items to a certain degree.
mhm.
Like on paper, you can have a loadout like this that just looks awful, and then get Tesla coil, headset stage 1, and you're just fine.
Yeah. But we'll see. Starting off with Chef right now, you can see that Goji is repping the US flag for Team USA over in Blue Team.
America.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, not that I'm, super biased or anything, but hopefully Blue Team takes it home today. Just saying. Just saying. Unbiased
I will
casters for
say,
sure.
I do think Ruddy has a pretty big advantage going in here because he has done more team races, I think, than anybody.
Yeah.
He's been in pretty much every single one in the past 6 months.
But you know who else? I mean, speaking of advantages, I just want to point out that Dan and Ruddy have at some points been world record holders for E8 win streaks, right? This, I
That's true.
think, may be the type of mentality that you kind of need to bring into these loadouts, personally. Goji and Snack, they kind of came into the scene with more of a racing kind of fundamental here. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it'd be hard to shift a little
Yeah.
bit, you know?
And
But
on top of that, Ruddy and Dan are quite good friends. They play a lot of games together and they're
yeah,
used to working with each other.
there's that.
And I know Goji and Snek scrim a lot, but as far as like playing games together and cooperating, I feel like they probably have less experience.
hmm Between, Dan and Ruddy, there's more of a sync up there. We are
Yeah.
seeing blue team, specifically Snack, already start TP though. I guess they are feeling a little bit more confident here. I know that in the past we've heard that Snack has practiced a lot more of the newer characters than maybe some of the other guys. So this could be a loadout that Snack just absolutely dominates anyway. Just gets a free win on.
It's true.
We'll have to see though. I'm noticing no shadows on their game for their big explosion. Surely that's not a foreshadowing for a grandparent later in the run.
Uh-oh. I noticed Dan has hit TP here. Looks like everyone else is still looting up. Oh, Snek just hit it as well. So it looks like Goji and Ruddy are staying back to loot a little bit, help out their teammate.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Dan going in here with just a slug. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, I mean, no other items. Like he knows that there's Mocha and a bear on the map, but
Oh,
gets the band anyway.
with the capacitor too.
Oh,
And
that's
I
true.
don't
Red team
think,
does have the capacitor.
yeah, blue team hasn't found that yet. That's a huge advantage. Immediately having band capacitor stage 1.
Yeah, that might
I don't
be
know.
the.
Where
I
was
mean,
that?
it was on the middle one of the rising, like little ramps, kind of overhanging the center. The
See if Snek finds it.
the thing about these loadouts, right? The answer to any bad loadout is a good equipment. It just is. So
Mm-hmm.
the fact that they found a good equipment means that they have a reliable way to deal damage, and they have a banned stage 1.
Mm-hmm. This is like a
This is the
solid. It's
build.
not going to be great for Mithrix if you just have this, but it's going to be solid no matter what. You have
hmm
something.
And looks
Oh, there
like
we go.
blue team just found it as well. Perfect. Yeah. It's really good timing as well because Goji and Snack just ran out of money too. That was like the last thing that Snack
Yeah,
was able to buy.
I like the way blue team is optimizing their cash here.
I mean, yeah, look at blue team's like amount of loot while being able to leave here. They have way more loot, they're way faster.
Dan is hitting that blood shrine though, which is smart. But
And
yeah, Snek
stage
already on stage
2,
2.
opening or looking at equipment right away,
Ooh,
there's really not much that is gonna be better than this for equipment though, I don't think.
do you pot roll here? I think this might be a situation where you do.
It depends where the pot and the buttons are, right? I guess.
That's true. But you already have a capacitor build.
It would make
It'd be
it
perfect.
really good, right?
They would pretty much solve the run if they just get those 2 bans.
I'm kind of looking around for the buttons right now. Godspot is not there. I know that Goji's trying to like mark around, see if they can ping the spot. It looks like Snack's just going right for TP2
Yeah,
boss. I mean,
immediately hitting
capacitor
it.
ban. Yeah,
One really smart thing Snek did there, hitting the Dune Strider with the oil first to get the weaken before using the capacitor. You can get a little bit of extra damage doing that.
mm. Oh, it looks like it's flower pot, which is really tough. Goji's trying to go for a sneaky little pot roll here before TP. This might just end in the pot blowing up or something like that, but
Oh,
there's a beetle coming.
ah,
Beetle pushed it,
Beatles
unfortunate.
pushed it.
It's really, really hard to
Yeah,
get that pot done, but it's really hard to get it done pre-TP because there's just so much that can go wrong. I wonder if
you got
there's,
one shot at it.
yeah. Oh, transmitter on
Where's
TP.
the other one though?
I don't know. It could be the small rock in this area near TP. It could be tree button. I'm not sure. I
It's the
don't.
cave one. That one's pretty doable.
Yeah, I didn't see if Goji found it while walking by.
And we do have on KCC Downpatcher, which affects the pot physics. The DLC changed it.
Mm-hmm.
But KCC, it's the mod we have on that allows host skip as well as old pot physics. So it is a little bit different from vanilla, just to be clear. I don't know if that's ever come up post update, because typically we don't see people go for it.
Yeah, it's.
No, we must have on like Captain or NG or something.
Mm-hmm. Dude, Snack's
I'm
already
tripping.
stage 3. I mean, look at the build though, right? We have speed, which is really good. We have band capacitor, and then we have triangle. We have unstable transmitter.
Yeah,
So look, Snack is going right for stage 3 TP just immediately. It looks like Snack is trying to just sneak in a nice first place here for blue team, Team USA.
doing half that imp's health bar with one capacitor.
And it's really interesting to see that like, the amount of items is pretty still comparable at this point too. It's not like they're giving up a ton over red team at this point, though I think that red team is going to start looting a bit more here.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Snack is playing very confident right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
It's a high risk, high reward play style. I
shows
hope it
how
works out
much,
for him.
I mean, you could tell how much they've played Chef, right? Like, very confident with this character, it seems.
Maybe more than anybody in the world.
Might be, yeah. It looks like everyone is on stage 3 by now, though. I mean, I'm actually very surprised. Oh, we had a
Oh,
triangle proc from Snek there, so there's no safety net anymore, so they got to be really careful. The boss is down. Regen scrap for them. There are 2 void seeds on this map, which I didn't mention earlier. A lot of enemies are voided, so they gotta make sure they don't get hit by some voided bison or something.
some gas for Ruddy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm surprised that everyone is going so quick, but I mean the build is good. But this is a lot faster than I kind of built up this run in my head to be like, you know.
Yeah,
But the run's good, so
it's just all items. That's okay. There's still 3 other challenge loadouts. I'm
yeah.
sure at least one of them is going to go horribly wrong. You're
Surely
here for
not.
blood. You will have some today.
Snack is stage 4 at 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes
Wow.
into growth.
That's some loader stuff.
It's really fast, dude.
Build isn't too bad either.
That equipment rise to TP, I think is either a Gubo or a Smeech. Looks like a Gubo.
I don't even know like if you'd want anything else at this point. Even a pillar skip, I don't think is worth.
No, because you need the damage, right? Like it would
Yeah.
save you more time to have the capacitor.
And like I don't even think you'd bother with equipments, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And that's why we saw Snek not even opening the last couple that were presented to them. Just seems kind of free. There are a ton of larvae on stage 4, though.
Ooh,
Looks like they're
nice oil.
okay. Yeah. And another ban from stage 4
Oh,
TP.
beautiful. And then
Wow.
Goji's gonna have that information
Yeah.
all the way back on stage 3.
It's really interesting to me that Goji is taking the time to craft the Void Seeds, saying like, okay, you're in the lead. You're probably in the lead. You're going so quick. I'm gonna see if I can make my run a little bit safer. See if I can kill this
It's
Void Seed
smart.
really quick and, see what we get out of this. I don't know how many Void Cradles are in the double seed here, and the first Void item is a Needle Tick, so not anything like too amazing. We're looking for safer spaces there, probably Plasma Shrimp. One of the red ones would have been nice. Two
It's
more
a
Void
good
Cradles. Hmm?
it's a good strategy. What blue team is doing here, having one person with a more high risk play style, and then you have another person falling back. The one negative of doing that is communication breaks down a little bit.
Yeah,
When you're a full stage behind the other person,
hard to
it's
remember.
gonna be hard to know what loot you really have outside of maybe like the teleporter item.
So a little bit unfortunate there on the Void Seeds. There was Tenebobble, Needle Tick, and Lysate, which Lysate don't even want. They want Fuel Cells here. I actually thought what Goji did there in optimizing that Void Seed was really smart, though. They brought themselves down to low health with the transmitter after getting one of the Void Cradles, and they used that extra barrier to immediately get the next Vradle, even though they were low health, right?
Ah,
So it was really cool to see that. And before I even realize it, Snack is on stage 5. 12 minutes in, there's a feather printer right there. They got a regen scrap from stage 3 TP. So it's a free feather for everybody. No one should miss it. The Mythos fight is going to be kind of free at this point, right?
yeah.
Reddy's doing the same
And this
thing with the
double
barrier. There's a
this
Shrine of
double void
Shaping.
it just looks awful.
This should be a free stage 5 TP. Yeah, Blazing Greater Wisp, the boss is free. One shot from Capacitor here. They have an extra life. They have a feather. Like, what more could you
Hmm.
really want on this run right now? And that being said, I
Maybe a
mean,
wrap.
that would be nice for this stage. I think Goji by now should probably realize like what is ahead of them. So I would try to pick up the pace, I hope. This is really fast though. I mean, we see red team just entering stage 4, and Snack is, over almost halfway through stage 5.
Imagine doing a double void seed and getting 2 void items.
Yeah, I mean, and one of them isn't
Interesting
even
that
that great.
Ruddy took Lysate.
That is interesting, actually. There is
I
another
mean, I
void
guess there's
cradle on
no
stage 4
guarantee
here. This is,
you'll.
yeah.
There's just no guarantee you'll get a fuel cell. It makes
Hmm.
sense.
I'm actually kind of surprised here that Goji didn't do the stage 3 TP before the void seed either. I thought they were a little bit more ahead of where they're at right
Oh
now.
yeah, yeah. Goji's falling really far behind.
The thing is, what I worry about is that if Snack gets first, but Goji gets last, then it evens out between the teams. And it just,
That's true.
all of that, like, work that maybe Snack put in to get like a really good time here may just end on a tie round 1, So we'll see.
Apologies. I've been sick the last 3 weeks. My voice
Nice.
is kind of weird today.
You sound
That's
better than
why.
Saturday. For sure.
That's good.
If we did
And
have bonus points, though, I would say Snack would be getting them this loadout. But because the team race, we don't
yeah,
have any. So,
he
the
just gets clout.
benefit of going fast is that you can, yeah, it's clout, but it's also just affirming that you have some sort of
I
foothold.
I love the way Chef's arms bob up and down when you spam space on the ramp.
You ever notice that, like, when he does the roll, his arms like cross and twist behind himself in a weird way?
Yeah.
I don't like
What's with
that.
that?
I don't know. I think they like set his arms to go to the wrong ends of the pin or something.
Oh,
I don't know. It's strange. Just something I noticed. The the gap though in where Snek is at compared to everyone else is so crazy right now. Though I'm
yeah.
really hoping that Goji speeds up and just tries to get a at least a third place time. If they get at least third place, they can really get a blue team secured here for the lead.
Mm. Red team does have that second band now.
Very nice.
I wonder if they'll just blaze through stage 5.
I hope everyone does, and everyone should find that feather. I know that Goji knows that the feather exists. But we'll see.
What do we have in terms of pillars?
There is a soul that
Snack
Snek
going
is
for
at.
okay.
I don't know if there's two soul, if there's. I don't know any of the other pillars. It's really hard to see during combat. It looks like they're
Ooh,
taking a lot of damage here,
yeah.
and they only have a slug for healing. So I'd be really careful. They do have transmitter, obviously, but it doesn't mean you can't die. And I think I'd rather have some health for Mithrix, you know? I don't think that damage
Yeah.
is really needed to be taken.
Mm,
So if they can keep it
looks
up.
like it's taken a while.
I don't think, I mean, pillars are going to be a lot worse for everyone else, though. Because by the time everyone else gets to the moon is going to have more credits to spawn things. So I just hope whatever pillars they choose, it goes well. There is a blood pillar I see in the distance. If Snack wants to go for that one, he is going to take permanent damage from it though. So maybe if there's like a design, which I think there is, yeah, looks like he's going that way.
Oh. Wow, these void cradles are awful. I'm just watching red team back on stage 4. Another Tentabobble down there.
Yeah, Zwungus,
Very
which
nice.
is not bad, but there's a void crit. Like,
Ugh.
yeah, not the best. It looks like Dan took a void crit actually, which I guess is
I
fine
mean,
because like you're not gonna.
yeah,
But
stage
you know,
4.
I just what if there was a crit printer stage 5?
I would take it, if only for because of the fact I know I have to do pillars.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's worth it just for the perfecteds alone.
Oh, Snack
Ooh,
needs to
plasma shrimp for
find.
Ruddy.
Oh, really good. Snack needs to find his rhythm on this design player. He got pushed out a few times. There's a adaptive chest
Feather
for
printer.
Goji. Got a ignition tank out of it. Yeah. Ooh,
Pre-feather.
these exploders are costing Snack some time.
Oh yeah,
Also
and look at that
taking
health
away the
bar.
health. Really close to proccing that transmitter. I hope they do not. They
This
don't get
is
greedy.
ugh. I feel like Snack has greeted this a little bit.
A little bit. They're really pushing the speed here. I really
They do
hope they
have
don't plus
transmitter,
5. They do.
but
But I
I'm a
mean,
little concerned.
the thing is here, they can only take one pizza slice every, or equivalent amount of damage every 45 seconds. So that's kind of the
Yeah,
gamble. That's
and
a lot of
if
time.
Snack dies, that opens up red team for first and second, which you
Easily.
really don't want to happen.
The thing about Red Team, I will say, they're very synced up in what they're doing.
They are.
They've gone through stages at the same time. They've been on the same portion of the stage. But here we go. Snake is about to start the Mythics fight right now.
It's a very different strat. And you can see it is slower, but at the same time, they're benefiting off of all that communication. At this point, Snack and Goji might as well be playing the separate runs.
A little bit, yeah. Like the thing is that Snack wasn't able to give a lot of help to Goji on stage 5 because they just got the feather printer and then they just went to TP and left. So there isn't a lot of scouting done for Goji there either, which is fine. It
Yeah,
makes sense. There is a plasma shrimp for Goji though. They found it.
I guess you can tell Goji what's in the soups, but it didn't seem like there was anything really worth taking.
Yeah,
Nor do they really have the items to spare for it.
that's true. We don't see a lot here.
Soul Pillar on stage 5. So if Goji dies, looks like Ruddy also found it.
Mm-hmm.
I
This
always don't see when they hit those, and I think people are plus 5ing when they're not.
yeah. The the Mythics phase 1 from Snek here is going a little bit slower than I was kind of hoping. They are halfway through Mythics phase 1 though, and everyone else has yet to even leave stage 5, so they are definitely ahead here.
Mm-hmm.
But they need to really hit these capacitor band shots and really need to get full effect of the gyro band. They didn't get like really any effect of the gyro band there. Mythics was able to dash out
Yeah,
of it, so they need to time it a little bit better.
they were trying to get the weaken for the extra damage, but it just messed up their timing.
Yeah. They are getting some band hits, but if they don't focus on that, then it's going to take a long time. Because otherwise, they only really have, what, a sticky bomb for extra damage, which is
Yeah,
pretty low.
wraps would be so useful here for phase 2, where you have that 2 razor wire. That's one of the
Mm-hmm.
best ways of taking out wisps in a run like this. But I don't think Snek can really take advantage of it.
I don't think
Everybody
so
else will
either.
be to some degree, though.
Yeah, they all do have reps. Almost done with phase 1 here, though. They should be able to finish it up pretty quick. One more
Phase 2 is
band
going to be
proc.
really slow.
Yeah,
You're going to have
that's...
to manually... Depends on how much the capacitor does to the enemies, I guess. If
I
it's 2
mean,
shots per enemy.
yeah. As long as it takes out a big chunk at least, it'd be helpful. I hope they're not greeting here. They did take a little bit of a swipe. Phase 1 down. Ready on the moon. So time is running out for Snek a bit here to be kind of in the lead. Looks like they were trying to go for a testing their damage from a band strike without capacitor, and it only got the wisp down to like half health. So yeah, this might be a phase that takes a little bit of time. I don't really think anyone else has any AP rounds or anything either, so
No.
Goji is out.
I'm looking at Red Team's build. They're not in a much better spot, honestly. They do have that Plasma Shrimp, which is nice. They have that Raincoat, too, so they might be able to get something from Soup.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least Ruddy does. I don't see that on Dan.
No, it was in a key box stage 4, so maybe Dan was like, okay, the key box is bad that stage. I'm gonna hold it, see if I could find it stage 5 or stage 6, which is actually a good communication tool. It didn't really pay out in the sense that he didn't find the key on that map, but he might find on the moon here and get something better. So because they have 2 pillars anyway.
True. That does. Dan has 2 keys,
Yeah.
so one of those is not going to get any use. Oh, watch, nice, is going to be able to use that Raincoat.
Ooh, so that was kind of worth picking that up. There's no other red in the build besides that anyway. I hope that Goji finds that also.
That's a pretty big advantage.
Snek did proc transmitter right at the end of phase 2. So oh god, I hope they don't
Ugh.
die here. They still do have a little bit of time going into the start of phase 3, but
Missed the band on the capacitor there.
yeah. Uh-oh, if they get shot by this column, Jesus, it's a death pretty much, so you can just really tell the damage is not here in the base chef loadouts. Okay, phase 2 done for Snek. Went into phase 3. Everyone else is starting their pillars. I like that Ruddy is doing 2 design pillars here. 1 done already, only 1 more to go. You can tell Dan is locked in.
Missing the shot at
Oh
the beginning of phase
man.
3.
It's just these capacitor misses. I still think that they have, an amazing opportunity to get first here, but it is kind of slipping away from them.
Yeah, I mean, the question is, Goji, Dan, and Ruddy are all at the same point.
Ruddy's a little bit ahead of both, though.
Oh, that's
Almost
true.
done with
He's almost
second
done with
pillar.
pillars.
Transmitter is back up for Sneck. So they a little bit more of that safety angle. I would really hope that Sneck stops going for these golems though. I would just move to the other side of the stage and uh you know, hit the golems
Yeah,
from there. Or just hit Mythics from there, not really worry about these guys.
using the capacitor on it even.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like it's leaving a lot of room for the others to catch up here.
Maybe
They're
just playing it super safe.
It's possible.
But Ruddy is to the fight.
Yep. Starting up.
And I hope Ruddy can keep those watches. At plus 60% damage. It's going to be very nice.
Uh-oh, proc and transmitter during pizza just has to stay safe for a little while. This might, unfortunately, push Sneck to be a little bit too defensive here. It might make him take a +5. I don't know. We'll see. I hope he could retain his composure a little bit. He's really focusing on these ads. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a +5
no.
for Sneck there.
Oh no.
He
Okay.
kind of just jumped back over Mithrix while he was starting pizza, and that's just recipe for disaster there.
That sucks.
That beautiful lead just kind of squashed.
I can still see Sneck maybe being faster than Dan.
Maybe.
Or Goji here. I don't know. This is a long fight.
I mean, I just feel like they have so many things set up for them, though. They have Feather, Transmitter, they have Speed. Damage may be lower on Snack, but it's not as low on the others. They all have Capacitor bands, and I do think that Snack kind of misplayed his band Capacitor shots here. So.
We'll see. I do think Ruddy is probably going to come out on top here.
It looks like it,
and
yeah.
then Goji and Dan are in the same spot pretty much. I'm gonna try to compare their builds here. Looking pretty similar, honestly. Goji does have an ignition tank, which will help with the M2 a tiny bit.
Is it even worth
I
using
think it'll
it?
just come down.
No.
It'll come down to their individual performance, how quick they play it.
Yeah,
I
how
think it's pretty much
aggressive.
the same build.
I mean, Goji's being very aggressive here, but I mean, Ruddy is just still like a phase ahead, so.
But if you hit every capacitor shot, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of optimizations you can do in this fight. Especially in phase 2. I think phase 2 is most often where we see the most divergence. Where sometimes we'll have players go in, clear it really fast.
Yeah, Snack is done with Mithrix, by the way, but with that +5, it's like, it's brutal, man. Unfortunately, I didn't find any good portals. There was one that went to Soup that would have been marginally better, but they just wanted to get out of there, it looked like.
Goji on to phase 2. And is catching up to Ruddy, actually.
Yeah, Ruddy
We'll
was slowing down a little bit this phase 2. Like you said, there's a lot of variance here, but it looks like Goji might be setting up to slow down a little bit as well, getting up on one of the ramps. They're not really able to do a lot of damage here. Getting a good capacitor, though.
Yeah. It's very easy to miss on the wisps. You have to get them like right in the middle of their bobbing animation.
I like how aggressive Goji is playing this, though.
Yeah.
This is really good.
On to phase 3, though.
That's true. It's still a phase, or half a phase ahead at this point.
It's definitely gaining time on Dan.
Yeah, Goji has pulled ahead of Dan, but I mean, unless a mistake happens, this might be red team's loadout to take. We'll see though. Mistakes are very,
Yeah,
open.
but if Goji can get second, that's gonna help their team out quite a bit in the long run.
Mm-hmm. As long as you get first or second, you're doing
Get
something.
some points.
Okay, Snek is done with the ship. Goji is starting phase 3. Ready is halfway through phase 3. They're both like very similar health as well here.
I don't know if Goji missed the capacitor there. It didn't look like it was doing that much damage. Wow, just annihilated that golem. That was kind of amazing. Very smart. Get the weaken. No! Missed the capacitor.
Man, everyone's missing their capacitors today, man.
Dan onto phase 3. And Snek is done. We're not going to pull him in yet because it is a team race.
Yeah. Koji's just kind of going all in here. Just saying until I proc that transmitter, I am being as aggressive as I can be. It's just not going to be enough time, though. Maybe if there's a phase 4 skip on the line here and Goji skips phase 4, something could happen. I don't know.
Ready also has a 30-second lead in real time as well.
Yeah. Ready does have to do phase 4, but Ready has capacitor, so I doubt this is going to really even take that long. Though if Goji skips phase 4, that would be a nice lead over Dan, for sure. We're also just looking at, 35-57 for Snek there. I don't really think, unless a death happens, we're not going to see someone get under, I don't think.
See if Goji can get the skip here. I don't think so.
Ooh, transmitter procs for Goji. Ooh. Hopefully they have a feather here.
Do they have feather?
My god.
Oh, nope, but they're okay. Alive anyway.
And they have a capacitor. They just have to stay alive for a little bit. It looks like they were just not willing to chance it. That's just wanted to go for the death.
Mithrix was about to jump, though.
Yeah. It would have been better to wait.
I think if Goji could have lasted like 5 more seconds, they could have gotten the skip.
Use your capacitor, Goji. There we go.
But doesn't matter all that much. Very quick phase 4, regardless.
Yep. Well
played from Goji.
If Dan gets a skip here, he could pull ahead. Hey, it's not.
All right. Oh no, that's true. Look at the real time.
It did definitely leave the door open for Dan there, but he just didn't take advantage. Dan has to do phase 4 as well.
Okay. The real time. I think Goji still wins.
Oh, Goji wins here, yeah. Dan still has to do all of phase 4, unless Dan does some like moon tech to, get across the stage faster, which I kind of doubt he's gonna do that. But really tough for blue team though. They were on top of the world, and red team kind of swooped in, but that's just how
some points.
They are getting points. It's true.
It's not the worst case scenario.
It's just, it hurts my heart to see how crazy of a run that was for Snek, and he just ate 1 pizza when it mattered,
Yeah.
It's tough.
Oh, actually, wait. Snek's time was 35:57. How long is it going to take Dan to get back to the ship?
That's a good question. Actually, Dan might, if he takes 30 seconds, I don't think he's going to take 30 seconds, though.
I don't know. He took the worst possible portal.
He's getting wisps, though. He has 20 seconds to get there from here. Huh. You know what?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's going to be close.
I don't think he's going to make it, actually. I think I think that
Snack.
just put Snack in third place.
So
Yeah.
I think we're tied up then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
That's right. I for sure did not think Dan was gonna be that slow for it, but yeah, just barely allowing Snack to get some points here. Wowee, that's crazy. Let's bring in blue team right now and see how they're doing. Hey, blue team.
Hey guys,
Hey guys.
Hello.
you finished first real time.
Yeah, I know you were waiting there for a while. You were, dude, by the time it was like stage 5 Snack, like everyone else was still stage 3. Like you were zooming. Obviously your fight was a little bit slow and you did take the death, but it was fast enough that you're actually not getting last either.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you guys are getting second and third.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So you guys are gonna be tied up going into the next loadout.
All right, 3 loadout race.
Yep.
Very, very impressive though. That was amazing to watch. You kind of zoomed so far ahead on Chef. Everyone else was being very cautious, but you're just kind of gaming. That was awesome. Let's bring in red team as well. Dan just finished up. Hello, red team.
Hey guys.
G'day.
So,
Hi.
yeah, Dan, what's up?
I said hi.
Oh, I thought you were saying something else. So the score was Ruddy is in first, Goji in second, Snek in third, and Dan in fourth on that one. So I think it is tied up. It is 3-3 at the moment here.
Damn it.
Dan, if you had just sped up a tiny bit, maybe taken the soup portal instead or something like that, it would have. You were offside.
I told him to take the portal to the right of the good portals, and I said, "Don't take."
And I heard that, and I heard
circle.
that, and
So
then
don't
I
take
went
it.
through the first one, and then I heard not the in that circle.
That cost
Anyway,
you
it's
third
fine.
place, by the way. That thing right there.
It
That
cost
was
us a cool tiebreaker, is what it cost us. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, coping aside, you guys did pretty good. The build was handed to you guys, right? Like, it was pretty easy. Capacitor stage 1 with a band. There were bands. There was a regen scrap for feather printer. There was speed. There was healing. There was transmitter from stage 2. And then I think you missed this, Snake, but there was a watch soup that other guys got. I think Goji told you. So
Yeah.
that brings us to surprisingly good chef loadout, which I'm pretty happy about. I was a little bit worried about this one starting off the day with it. I was like, man, what am I throwing him into at the start? But you guys did good, and it was fun to watch. So really good job. How was the communication between you guys overall?
It was good.
Well, Ruddy and I, we like twins have like that sixth sense. As Australians are the same thing, so we were silent the entire time. But we knew everything except for that one bit at the end. But it was great. We did a lot of practice before it. We did like 4 runs yesterday, 2 runs before that. So we did a lot of practice in this sort of stuff.
That portal is going to cause a rift in the foundation of your friendship. It's going to go beyond even the race.
Yeah.
It was interesting to see you two always synced up, always leaving the stages together and everything. And then, Snek was like 2 or 3 stages ahead of Goji at some points because they were just going so fast.
What the heck?
Snek was like telling me stuff. Snek was like, in the 3rd hit of the Chant Shrine on stage 5, I'm like, Snek, I have not done the stage 3 teleporter. Like,
Goji's trying to keep all this in their head.
Thing. Like, we noticed blue team, when Snack went way further than Goji, and the communication kind of stopped being a factor at a certain point, or at least less of a factor.
But it was helpful though, because like I went into like stage 5 and I knew exactly what I needed to do, like get the feather. There was good stuff by the teleporter. You
got like the information that stage 4 had a ban from TP, like way before you even did stage 3 TP. It's interesting.
But we're going to Railgunner anyway, so hopefully this one is fun for you guys. This is probably, I don't know, is this the best loadout of today? I mean, it's best of the ones that are left.
That's so sad.
Man,
So
I
it
hate
is,
this
yeah.
loadout.
Good luck, everybody. We'll talk to you guys
Last
after.
helmets too.
Yeah, true.
Bye.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right. Loadout
So
number
I feel
2.
like
What's up?
each loadout might be progressively harder than the last.
You know
'Cause
what?
this one, this loadout here, it's not great. It is still Railgunner though.
Yeah, it is Railgunner a little bit, but like I don't know. There are things that you're missing here definitely from Railgunner, right? You're missing the
It's
damage, the
true.
pierce, the everything. I really, of course, love the special here. It's my favorite, but you're also
Yeah, the
missing
special has to carry.
the free easy pillar skip. You're missing, and I mean they could do design pillar skip, but that's a little bit tougher,
The
right?
spaces skip, I think you can do with this.
Yeah, and a little bit of attack speed, maybe not. I'm not sure.
It's possible without, but
Oh yeah,
it's
because you can
very
push yourself
difficult.
down and then up.
Having attack speed is smart if you want to try it.
Mm-hmm. I just hope they, they don't go so fast that they are relying on a kit that they don't have because they think they're Railgunner, right? Like, that's the only thing I'm worried about. It's kind of like the Huntress thing, right? When we have big blink on Huntress, a lot of people just still kind of put themselves in unfavorable circumstances because they're used to phase blink, they're used to getting themselves out of trouble. I think this might be a similar scenario with the utility skill here, right? You don't have the mind to beep you out of any problem or anything like that. So just something to consider. Looks like Snek is starting the Halcyon Shrine right away.
Yeah. And you know what? That was really smart because I noticed Ruddy and Dan immediately started opening chests, but that is actually not optimal if you're trying to go fast on this stage. The best thing you can do is save up your money just so you can buy the shrine, get the first level. By the time it's over, you'll have like 150, 100, somewhere around there, and you can loot pretty much everything.
And the Halcyon is dead. We get to see what loot we get from the Blessing. Shuriken, Echo, and Ignition Tank. So, not really amazing odds there. I still think I would take Shuriken, though.
Good call. I don't know.
It's fine.
I like Tank just for the gas.
I just don't think they have gas, you know?
Well, not yet. But...
Not yet. Maybe. There is a gas on the stage, actually. Dan just found one. I don't know where that is, but maybe on the other side.
That's AoE solved.
That is AoE solved. Especially if Snack can find it. Snack really unwilling to take anything from that multi-shop there. Ah, and there's the gas. Perfect. And right on time for Goji, when they were choosing the Blessing of the Halcyon Shrine, Snack was like, there's a gas. And Goji was like, all right, well, I'm about to choose my item, and I'm going to choose Ignition Tank now. So that works out perfect.
Snack can also tell Goji that that shrine is a scam.
Only, getting the Leeching Seed and something else useless out of it. Something like that. Oh, Dan's kind of in trouble right now. Dan's in trouble. Oh my god. Whoa. That was almost a +5 from stage 1, and it still could be. They just seem to lock in a bit here. That house tonight almost got them. God. Snack on to stage 2 already. Unsurprisingly.
And has a lot of items for being in and around this quick of a time. It's not bad.
So hopefully Ruddy just told Dan as well that like that shrine's not really worth it. Looks like they're probably all going to go for Ignition Tank here.
Yeah. Oh, banned out of the lockbox.
Ooh. So, you know who did not get the key? Ruddy. He's the only one not going to get the ban here from the lockbox. So,
well,
not yet.
Potentially get it later on.
Yeah. So, in team races here, usually you don't know this. This is stuff that is just done for the seeding of the games to make sure they're fair across all. But the first lockbox that you see in your run will be the same as someone else's first lockbox, right? So if you know that Dan stage 2 with his key got a band, now suddenly you're like, okay, I need to find a key because I need to find that band at some point during this run in my first lockbox. So there will be more of, kind of stressing on that, but at the same time, it's still not abandoned now, which...
Yeah. The
a little bit
earlier the
tough.
better.
Hopefully Goji does find this right here. There we go. They should have had some direction from Snack as well, just saying like, hey, center of the map, lockbox,
Ooh.
under the roots.
Ocular HUD for Snack.
Not my favorite on Railgunner, still. Honestly, I think we're looking more towards something like Wings would be probably one of the best cases here. Is a bleed printer, I think. Not amazing. Better on this M2 than on the other, but it's still not something I'd want to go into over gas and sticky bomb.
Oh no. Bleed gunner is cursed.
And it looks like the teleporter is in that back corner. This is one of the rare teleporter spawns on the stage. This is one of those spots that definitely probably made some new players probably say, there's no teleporter on my map. My game is bugged.
Oh yeah, this one.
It's a little out of the way.
Nice shuriken band waste there from Snack.
Yeah, I think there was a lunar pod somewhere, right? There's a...
Yeah, I think I recall seeing one. Here.
Huh. Maybe no one gets the beads here, unfortunately, because they're all at TP already, but...
I wonder if we'll see players opt to just not pick up the shuriken at all here.
I don't know, because, like, you can use the shuriken, and you can, use it with just a little bit of skill, a little bit of deftness, right? What happens when you use the special, just a reminder, you activate the special with a left click, it shoots the shuriken, and then about a second later, it will actually shoot the special blast. So what you can do is you can shoot off to the side, so where the shuriken will hit nothing, or like into the ground, and then if you flick shot your special, you can still get the full damage. And then that way you can actually still use shuriken, on your M2 throughout the rest of the run as well.
It's just a lot to think about when you're trying to go fast and you have somebody in your ear. I feel like just not having to worry about it at all is so much easier in a situation like this.
You know what I've started doing? I started this a while ago. Every time I use the special, even if I have a shuriken or not, I flick shot it. So I don't even have to think about it anymore, which is nice. You can just always make sure that shuriken or not, you're good to go. But it's true. It is a lot to think about if it's kind of on the forefront of your mind. Stage 3 for Snack already. Goji's about to send it as well. Looks like Ruddy's going to do a little bit more looting here. Maybe going for that lunar pod that we may or may not have seen somewhere. Get some drones or something. Even Dan is at stage 3 right now as well. Looks like Ruddy want to get that healing drone, which is actually probably a good call. Snack already lost some health here, maybe from some poison pods or something. Gotta be careful.
This is a good run so far.
I
know we hyped it up today. We were like, these are the worst loadouts.
We still have the two worst loadouts yet to come. So
it's true. It's true. That Rex is going to be awful. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe we'll get like, all the good reds. Maybe we'll see. Could happen.
Reminder: this is post items update, so.
It's true, we can get some breaching fins, some transmitters, some runic lenses, all the goodies. We'll see. I haven't seen really too much impactful this stage. There is a little bit of speed. There's a watch for Snack though. Never mind, that is tons of impactful stuff. Ruddy's still on stage 2 actually, looting up just the other corner of the map here. I'm actually really surprised about this. Letting go of the blast shower for the ocular HUD there. Goji not picking up the... Okay. There they go. I was wondering if they were doing like something strategically or not, but They're just waiting there.
We haven't seen any blue portal plays yet.
Mm-mm.
I guess that might be something they want to do later in the run if they don't have the ammunition for it yet.
Yeah.
Or
I mean,
only has 4 greens.
it still would be good though, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're setting
Right.
your partner up to know for the future, that's just knowledge.
That's true. If you see a drone man in there.
You remember that one loadout race where like one person went through the blue portal stage 1, saw the drone man, and then their teammate was
Yeah.
like gearing up to get it the whole time? Like,
That was me and Ruddy.
yeah, and then which one of you forgot to get it?
Well, it wasn't that one of us forgot to get it. It was.
Oh my god, Dan went into 1 health. He fell off the side of the stage and then he died.
No!
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
So Dan was trying to walk away. Sorry, Dan was trying to walk away from the Dune Strider there. He was being pulled in, and instead of going on the vent to go up top, he kind of just walked off the side, and then he actually went down to 1 HP, and just couldn't stop his fall enough. And the Greater Wisp was there. If he had, I mean, there was some things he could have done there. He could have used his Polar Mine. He could have used the special on the Greater Wisp. That would have helped too. A lot of things to do, but I mean, in a panic situation, it's tough to focus.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Snack dies as well.
+5 for Snack.
That is also extremely unfortunate. So it's up to Goji right now to carry a little bit for blue team. And it's up to Ruddy to carry a bit for red team. Oh boy.
Interesting parallels.
That is not what we want to see. God. Hopefully, like we said earlier on, like hopefully having the teammate in your ear is good enough, you know, mental band-aid to help them through this, you know, and not just kind of throw. It's one thing if you're playing for yourself and you're alone in that call and you're just like thinking about the mistakes you did. It's another thing to be playing for someone else and being like, you know what, I need to lock in. I need to, you know, my friend's telling me it's all okay. We're gonna win. You're gonna see your family again. You know, the Risk of Resources team isn't gonna send you to the hell prison when you get last, which doesn't happen.
No. No comment. Man, I'm noticing Ruddy really struggling with damage here, not having that band.
No, it's tough.
Really starting to set him back.
And that's the thing, right? Goji has the band and is in the lead for their team.
Yeah.
So, we have an Aegis drop, which is...
Aegis on the field.
It's like a little mascot item. Doesn't do anything, but it's a nice little flag to have. You know?
Maybe it'll be soup later or something. I don't know.
Getting speed out of that shrine and a watch. That was a really good shrine for Goji. Hopefully they're telling Snek that right now, like, hey, go check that out on the hill. Maybe that's one that Snek already got, but no, they didn't, actually. And Goji's the first one out of stage 3. They know they got to play a little bit quick here. I just hope they keep it together, keep it safe, and play well, get through. Obviously, time is a factor here. I'm not going to pretend it's not, but...
And broken watches.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Well, minus 40% damage. I think, yeah, that could have been played a little bit better.
Those magma worms.
You have
the elite ones just melt you, man.
You cannot let them hit you. You have to run away from them, like, immediately. And everyone's going to deal with this worm right off the start, but Dan hitting it with a special, it's down instantly. That's the thing. Goji did not hit it with the special. They just shot it with the M2, and that just kind of, you know, it's causing problems here.
I'm noticing Snack keeps proccing the bands with Shuriken. Needs to start doing that flick thing you were talking about.
Oh, Snack actually lost their watches as well from the Scorchworm. You got to remember that the Scorchworm attack lasts longer than the visual does.
+5
for Goji. Yeah,
Okay, so the one person that has not +5 is also the person that doesn't have the band.
This is very interesting.
We'll see how they deal here. It seems like stage 4 is off to a rough start for everybody.
I mean, I feel like Dan's handling it what I would kind of see as like normal here, right? Just using the special on the worm, just classic strafing is pretty fine. I think this is where the kind of streak mentality will kind of really come in to play. You really know how to play really safe when you need to. And might be what Dan and Ruddy are just going to default to doing here.
It's important to not get tunnel vision when you're playing with Railgunner, especially because I feel like with this Survivor, you have a tendency to do that because you're scoped in and you're just trying to kill what's in front of you. I feel like when they got hit by the worms, it's because they were scoped in and were trying to shoot something.
Yep. Ooh, Ruddy just took a lot of damage, lost a watch. No one has kept their watches throughout this stage. That's one thing for sure. That's the other thing as well. If you're really unfamiliar with how the polar mines feel and work and slow projectiles down, if you try to slow down a projectile and you're not ready for, you know, how it moves through it and stuff, it could be a problem. What's up?
Did Dan not get the ignition tank?
No. Got the Echo,
what did he get?
stage 1.
Oh. I know Goji has 2. There's another one somewhere.
I'm surprised he didn't get the second, but...
Huh. Okay. And I'm not seeing anything good in these multi-shops.
No.
Aside from the band, their greens are kind of trash.
It's nice to have red whips for sure, but as far as damage here, we're not seeing too much. And they lost all their watches,
Death
so
Mark,
there's no damage there either.
Harpoon. What are these greens?
I mean, this is a soup angle, right? This is where you want to go hit the blue portal and start checking out stuff. Especially
the only
for
thing
Ruddy.
that would suck. Yeah. He doesn't have that band.
Oh, yeah, it would suck. Question mark.
Everybody doing this. Dan, first one to kill it. Let's see what we got. Is that a Chrono Bobble?
It is a Chrono Bobble. Oh, that's for Death Mark.
Huge.
I mean, okay.
Oh, true.
I will say, because... Oh, wait. Snack is really low right here. But I will say that Breaching Fin right now is bugged. So it counts as 2 debuffs for Death Mark. So if you use your special on Mithrix and with the Ice Band and Chrono Bobble and Breaching Fin, if we get it, that's a free Death Mark. That's a lot of damage.
It's true. Weirdly, that's not the first time that happened. When Neolithic came out, it was the same thing.
Yep. Which is also quite a big deal at the time. We're really just reliving the old Hopu bugs a little bit, aren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. Which is funny. All right. I don't know how much everyone else is going to be looting. I know that Dan definitely wants to get some stuff here. He's actually even thinking about drones as well, which is interesting with the limited amount of money he has. It's really not much I've seen on this call.
I mean, drones just, I feel like on average give you more than the average item.
Interesting. I think it depends
Healing drones especially.
Well, I just view them as defensive items, I guess. And in that sense,
they are.
If you get a real defensive item, usually it's better. But a lot of items are just kind of meh, right? All right, it looks like Snek is the first one to leave. The amount of +5s, I'm actually kind of surprised on this loadout for what we've seen so far.
Yeah,
you spawn in on a shrine on stage 5. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. Like in the shrine.
Stage 4 was awful. Some of the worst loot.
Man.
Like,
No one
I'm
even...
just looking at the snack. 2 Lepton Days, 2 Death Marks, Harpoon, 2 stealth
kits. Yeah, Brooch.
Like,
yeah. Not the best here. Looks like Goji's taking Sommering, Snek leaving with Goreg's Opus.
oh, Goji says Saw Tech is taking a Saw.
Interesting. There is a Halcyon Knight Shrine on the stage, which could be... Actually...
Bait.
Wouldn't that be able to lead them to the moon faster?
Does it take you to the moon?
I don't remember if we coded it to do that, but I think we've coded blue portals just to take you to the next stage. And I don't know if that means moon or not, actually, on stage 5.
Isn't this going to be a gold portal? Not a green one?
Oh, I guess that would be true. I guess it would loop then, unfortunately.
But that's something to discuss. We could do that. I'm not opposed to it.
There's an AP run printer that Snek found, so there we actually have some damage finally. I'm kind of worried about now movement though when it comes to the moon.
Yeah. Do you have that red whip? Ruddy has 2. Looks like Ruddy's going into the AP printer as well. Is that a different AP round printer? I think it's a different one. That's on the other side of the map.
Wow. Looks like Goji is finding themselves in one of the tunnels, just healing with Bungus. Pretty interesting use of the map there as well.
It's smart though, using your time to heal if you're just going to be standing around anyway.
That AP printer is right next to TP, so it's an impossibility that, you know, not everyone would have found it. Oh boy, Gilded Scorchworm TP boss event. So again, this is one of those situations where I really hope everyone just uses the special with the band on them. Remy and Ruddy is gonna have to find them over time, but keep strafing, go big circles, and just get them down.
I want Ruddy to find a key on this stage. It's his last chance.
Yeah. Don't think there is one though, and that's another death for Snek. I think it's exactly what you were talking about as well. It was just a little bit of tunnel vision on the Scorchworm. The parent came up behind him, and that was GG.
Yeah.
There is a transmitter on this map as well. Second level of the map, right in the middle, on one of the shelves. This is a little bit unfortunate, though. Now that red team both have transmitters, the idea of them taking another death this stage is pretty low in comparison.
Yeah. I don't... Ruddy has a big
Snack with another
here,
+5.
Not having a band just sucks. Ruddy's gonna have a slow fight. The AP rounds help a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it'll be okay. It is Railgunner, so you only have to deal with a third of Mithrix's health bar.
It's, well, third less.
A third, yeah, sorry. 2/3.
Yeah. Looks like Ruddy's doing something. He's just trying to get all the Scorch Worms into one spot, run around a little circle so they spawn all right next to each other, getting the saw in for value.
Nice.
I kind of wish the special was shot out first. Ooh. Another +5 for Snack.
Saw. That's because he doesn't have the saw.
Yeah, for sure.
Best equipment in the game.
Snack is the only one without a saw right now. Ruddy did proc transmitter, so gotta stay a little bit safe. The lack of speed here is what's kind of troubling, you know. And a death for Dan, another one. So Goji's kind of back into being a similar scenario as Ruddy. Still having that +5, but, you know, it does have a band at least. Hopefully Goji can get through the stage without +5ing again here.
Ruddy's looking really good.
Yeah. I mean, definitely taking some time away from TP just to make sure that they're safe. Killing the parents, hopefully. Killing the Scorchworms. Looks like they're just trying to bring everything together, use the saw and stuff.
They're playing really well. Ruddy has the worst build, and they are playing the best.
And Ruddy +5s.
Oh, never mind. I take it all back. Ruddy's trash.
Now, this really... I'm really looking at Goji here, right? Goji might be the one in the lead right now, then. Another death for
Goji
Dan.
has an advantage.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay.
So that's 3 for Dan and 4 for Snack.
Ruddy procs transmitter again on the second life here. Hopefully they don't die. They're now vulnerable. They just need to start using their special. I know it looks like they're coping a little bit. They're not shooting. They just need to start taking out those big enemies. The parent specifically, the worms are still causing a lot of problems.
This is interesting. I mean, red team's chances just went down significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Blue team's looking a lot better now.
Ooh, Sneck found the transmitter. So now Goji knows there's a transmitter on this map, which is great for Goji. Because they need it going into the next stage. They're the only one without it.
Oh, I think you can skip with it. It's Railgunner, right?
Yeah, that's true.
The only thing, Goji doesn't have any attack speed. You can still do it. It's just tricky.
Do you build up Luminous shot charges with this M2? Oh, Goji, please go get the transmitter.
Oh, that's a good question.
Goji's going right for TP. They didn't get the transmitter, dude. Wait. They know they're missing something. You still get stats? I think Luminous shot would have been a great pickup there instead of the regen scrap then. Might as well just get some extra damage with the M1 and stuff. Your Shuriken, get some procs off.
Goji's looking for it.
Yeah, looks like Goji's going to find it here in a second. Here in this multi-shop. There we go. This does cost them a little bit of time, though. They needed to kind of get out of here.
It's okay, though. I mean, red team is still on stage 5.
Trading a speed for Opal's a little bit rough.
Yeah, but I mean, if they're going for the skip, they kind of gotta.
All right, looks like Sneck is going for the skip right now. Getting into position.
Oh, there's wings.
Wings on stage 5. Perfect.
Oh, Goji lied. I thought Goji was going to do saw attack.
Damn. Uh-oh. Is Sneck going to make it up here? This...
I don't know.
...is not enough attack speed. All right.
Like a feather or something.
Well...
It's so precise if you don't have any attack speed whatsoever.
Well...
I don't blame Goji for taking that.
Looking for wings. Yeah, that's a...
you should have just landed.
They're going for it again.
Landed there, they might have been.
Oh, they didn't have Gopis up? What are they doing? They used Gopis this time? I guess they just didn't have it up before. They misused it, because now they're fine. That was just some miscalculation there.
Oh, no.
Goji is on the moon. Dan is on the moon. With 3+5s, Ruddy's still looking for something. If Ruddy finds those wings, that'd be great. If Ruddy does not find the wings... Oh, Ruddy's coping TP fully, though. 70% teleporter, not killing anything. I think this is not the play for this map, but...
Oh, Ruddy lost gas. That's what happened.
Printing something... Oh, the AP rounds.
The AP rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just noticed there's like a million wisps over there. All right, Snack starting the fight.
Losing some
and
elixirs already.
Is Dan gonna go for the skip? I don't know that he will, to be honest. Knowing Dan,
I don't think he will. He doesn't have Goreg's Opus either, so it might just end up
be very precise.
The same as how Snack did it. Ruddy procking transmitter. This looks like it's all in Goji's court right now. As long as they could just get a clean Mythrix fight. Goji's going straight for the transmitter wing skip.
Really?
just saying, hey, fuck it. That's really surprising to me. I really didn't want them to do that. I would have rather they just went up with the wings.
Yeah. 59 free curse.
And already very low movement speed here. This really worries me as far as like Goji's survivability here. Also, no transmitter starting the fight. Snack also died again during phase 2. The thing is, like, Goji can afford to die another time here, but I'd really rather they didn't.
Yeah.
It would taken so long, but I mean, if Goji dies, that's 5 minutes, right?
Ready printing more AP rounds.
Is that longer than like the 2.5 minutes? I don't know. God, Ruddy took a full shotgun from an elder there, transmitter, saving their life.
Yeah, that would have been a +5.
Really low health for Ruddy. Being sneezed on by anything will kill. So, gotta be a little bit careful.
Does have that transmitter up.
Transmitter does proc for Goji. Down to half health, about 100 curse here.
Yikes.
Really need to focus on picking up these wisps as well if you're Goji. And Snek, like, just try to keep that speed up.
I can't believe no one else has found wings. Maybe Ruddy will find them here.
Oh, Dan finds a runic lens in soup right now.
Okay. That a good print, honestly. Kept the band.
That was big.
Runic lens is a great item.
And Ruddy's gonna know that too. He's probably gonna be like, hey, well, okay. Dan also kept transmitter, which is also huge. Snack 7 +5s, but probably will be the first person real time to finish.
Yeah. I think Goji has got this.
I hope so. Transmitter is up again for Goji. They just have to... Oh, never mind. It is down.
I think Goji could even survive 2 +5s and would be okay.
Potentially. I mean, Ruddy's still on stage 5.
Ruddy is just so far behind. The thing is, Ruddy is not going to have bad damage for Mithrix with all of those AP rounds.
I mean, I think what Ruddy's going to do is just, obviously he printed a ton of AP rounds, knows there's a runic lens coming up in soup. Just says, okay, I can get rid of my greens, just runic lens AP round to win, hopefully, right?
Yeah. Is going to have to probably do pillars, though.
That is Snek done, by the way.
And blue team just going for the skip, even though it cost them a lot.
It did.
Snek especially. But
that was a over 5-minute pillar skip right there. All right, Goji is starting off phase 3. If Goji can make it through this, they are golden. Like, really, really good.
If they're going to finish 10 minutes ahead of second place at least, if they don't +5.
Oh, using wings already to get away from the ads proc and transmitter already. Got to be a little bit careful here. They need to focus on not tunnel visioning these ads because they might just get shot or hit by Mythics.
Yeah.
Like that.
I do think taking out the orbs is the play, though.
You definitely need to take him out here. Polar Minds does help a little bit. Getting another freeze on Mythics, trying to use that to walk away, getting some wisps here. I would have preferred a little bit more damage in between. And that's...
Didn't get the band proc on that, but...
Yeah.
It is a +5, but again, Goji, I think, is still good to win this.
Potentially, yeah.
We'll see how Ruddy does. I don't know.
If they didn't... I mean, I don't know. They did take a lot of damage in other portions of this fight already, so it's hard to say whether... that death was because they pillar skipped the way they did or not, but I think they're tunnel vision with the M2 too much here still. Oh, they missed the special. They didn't line it up with the band shot. I think it was a scenario in which they were kind of safe in the air. They could have just chose to hit Mythics with the M2, kind of wait for the band to line up properly there. That's something to kind of...
Interesting that Ruddy elected to take Capacitor over the Saw.
I mean, with Roadgunner kind of already being a capacitor, I just don't think Ruddy wanted to do Saw Tech. Kind of want to help with the Wisps and stuff. Oh, Goji's in a position right now. Needs to kind of just finish Mithrix. I mean, so low here. No wings up right now. Wisp on the ground. Goji's good. Just needs to line it up. Did not hit the band. Kind of was rushing that a little bit, but got phase 3 done with only 2+5s total.
Ooh, nice.
They can breathe. They just need to finish this off without using the wings and without +5ing. They want to use the wings for the ship. I wish they would have used the special here at the start.
I don't know if Ruddy can beat Goji.
Actually, that was fine.
I don't know.
Depends how fast the fight is, I suppose. It's possible, for sure.
I think if Ruddy plays perfectly, I think he can.
Kept the transmitter, didn't have the band, but 8 AP rounds with a runic lens with 5 minutes to kill Mithrix. It's possible.
To kill Mithrix, you got to do another pillar, though.
Oh, that's true. That's kind of tough. I don't know, Ben. Where's the other pillar? Shit.
I think it's a blood pillar.
Oh, man, that's so much walking time. Dan's kind of low health phase 2 right now. Just kind of trying to take the time to hide a little bit, avoid an orb. I don't know if Ruddy could do it. That's a little bit too close, even with perfect procs here, maybe. I'm not sure.
It depends
Dan.
on the damage.
Oh, Jesus.
How many AP rounds is that for Ruddy?
8.
I thought it was more for some reason. Yeah, I don't know with 8. And no band. I think
8, no band, no watches.
I thought it was like 15.
And looks like Ruddy's having a really tough time with this blood pillar, which is just eating time. I don't think it's doable anymore. The question is, can Dan basically get ahead of Snek, right? Dan is halfway through phase 2, or more than halfway, but is electing to like use Bungus to heal. Really kind of concerned for phase 3, it looks like. We could see some more deaths.
Actually, it's the right way to play, though, I think. Healing with Bungus and doing that. Obviously, Dan doesn't know that Snek has 7+5s.
I think it's just pretty indicative, though, of the power of this run at the moment and how weak it is. Like, Dan's about to die right now, right? Like, transmitter's up, but transmitter procced. Like, Dan just doesn't have the speed to really do much here.
Saw tech time.
Okay, let's bring in a blue team. They are both done.
Yeah.
So,
hey guys.
What up, blue team?
Hello.
So, Goji, you are first. We know that for sure.
Sweet.
Snack, probably last.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure yet either.
Ruddy just fell off the map.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
I think we might be looking at another tied loadout. So.
All right.
Possibly, yeah.
Ruddy's still gotta do his fight, right? Yeah. Anything can happen.
I'll play Goji.
Ruddy didn't find the band.
I wouldn't say that.
I think considering you did the best, right? So
yeah,
good job. Oh, that was not a pizza dodge, Daniel. Oh boy. I was a little bit concerned about Mythrick's fight for you. I was a little scared. I think for both of you guys, I think you guys just missing some of the special lineups with the band a little bit. But that's kind of what I was thinking about.
I was just very focused on not dying. That was like my second priority.
Yeah.
I sure can kept eating it.
Was that the worst stage 4 of all time, or what? Everything on that stage was garbage.
Oh, Dan +5.
Dan should finish off this. Yeah.
No.
Okay, I don't think Dan's gonna die, 2 or 3 times here in phase 4 though. So, I mean, Reddy's, we'll see. I'm surprised Reddy doesn't finish off phase 1 yet. I guess we're kind of overestimating his damage a little bit, but
yeah, I thought he had more AP rounds.
oh, Reddy, oh, Reddy.
No,
He's got
Okay,
the
yeah.
triangle.
Yeah, it's just like that was crazy. Yeah. This was we were starting off this run and I was like, man, maybe all the runs are good today. And then stage 3 happened and then just death after death started rolling in for everybody.
Yeah.
Goji, the huge balls on that pillar skip. That was crazy.
I mean, I had triangle. I was chilling.
You did, but it was just like you had wings too.
Yeah. I don't know. I figured I just had to play a little fast.
Dan just fell off the stage and died to transmitter echo.
It was funny because I told Goji to make sure he printed his away, his Weko.
Oh, nice call. You saw Reddy just shaking his head when Dan told him.
If he does that again, Snack beats him.
Hey, that's
There's
true.
no way.
One more time, Daniel.
Reddy's almost dead.
Ruddy had, I think, the toughest run, though. I mean, you might not see it reflected in the +5s, but he had to fully cope stage 5. It was a long time.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty
That
brutal.
was a rough one.
Didn't find the band, lost the gas printing APRs.
Ooh.
Ruddy just had the worst run. Survived a really long time, though, without +5ing.
That's the Ruddy. Yeah, I think me and Snack both took a little bit of time, stage 5, to like make sure we had what we needed. And
But
it was nice that Snack printed the APRs and then told me
what the order is. Yeah, that's perfect. And a reminder to everyone watching, the printers are seated, right? So you can actually use that well in a co-op setting where you're like, okay, I can have my teammate print and tell me if it's worth it or not. Yeah, go ahead, Goji, start printing. I'll see if I want to print. After you lose the run because you don't have anything.
Goji, you're the only one that found wings, I think.
Yeah, it was in a crazy spot. It was like really tucked into one of the little like cylinders down at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's saved you a lot of time.
Yeah, it also just saved me during Mythics a couple times because like with generally low speed and no good mobility options, having that to like get out of jail is really nice.
Man,
you betrayed Sawtech though. You said you were going to do it.
Hey, I said question mark. I said Sawtech question mark. I did not say for sure.
Dan was really close to Snack your time though. That was a lot closer than I thought it'd be.
I assume there was a Runic Lens soup.
There was. And
were
they
there
didn't.
Any good white soups?
I didn't see any.
Yeah, because I thought about going over there with the Aegis, but yeah, I didn't want to.
Yeah. The Runic Lens soup did not take transmitter or band, so.
That's a crazy gamble, actually.
Yeah, and they both went for it, and they, obviously.
You guys both had pillar skips, red team. Neither of them went for it.
Yeah, they both did pillars and
there were so many options. There was the backup stage 1 with transmitter. Gopis.
The backup.
Or why do I keep doing that?
I swear you did this like
one.
2 weeks ago in a race as well.
Flash shower, not backup. Why do I keep doing that?
I didn't know you could teleport Mithrix with transmitter while he's stealing your items.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a little bleed on him, right?
You could
pierces through it.
I mean, this is a very niche thing, but you could actually do that to phase 4 Umbral as well.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you could force him out of the arena. That'd be amazing.
I think you can actually. I think you can get him out because he might teleport out of the There's like spawn spots outside, right? So
Hmm.
Oh, I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Are there spawn spots outside though? Because the drones can't spawn until you're like over the ridge.
I thought I
don't
saw
know.
someone saying you could.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't think Ruddy's in a position to where he's in danger of dying a billion times, but let me allow him to get to the ship first, I guess. And then we'll bring him in.
Teeing or something.
It's alright, at least we have a good loadout after this, right?
Yeah.
I didn't look at them, but surely the other two are good, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
A nice relaxing molt.
Molt.
might I don't know. I mean, obviously you guys are doing fairly well, but from here on out it might be or even play even slower. We'll see. I mean, this
Yeah.
next loadout is terrible. So which loadout do you
Yeah, I
think is
think seeing-
actually worse out of the next two?
I think the multi for sure.
Yeah, you just don't really have much of anything. At least you have damage with Rex, right?
Historically, though, the
Yeah.
challenge multi loadouts have always had really good loot.
That's true. We've always had like, headset clovers, like Tesla coil, God build. So,
That'd be great. Let's have that.
yeah, we'll see. Let's bring in the Australian team right now and see how they're doing.
It was a struggle.
It was
Hey,
a struggle.
guys.
Yeah.
Keep charging, obviously. So we're Goji won. Good job, Goji.
Nice.
Huge.
I think Ruddy, you're getting in second place there. And then I think it's Dan's Sneck. Dan, that death at the end almost cost you spots.
I thought I was so smart, and I just got greeted by spawn camping pizzas. That's messed up.
If you had one more +5, Snack would have overtaken you.
I mean, less
But-
than that. Yeah.
This means we are still tied up.
Let's go.
No.
It is
Huge.
6-6. I'll update that in a moment.
Jesus. I would love to have seen the odds for like someone gambling on Railgunner being 47 and Chef being 34 minutes. Like, that's
Yeah.
insane. That really sucked.
This was
Did you
a
guys get
rough
healing
run.
anywhere? I was bungusing like 8 times during the Mythics fight.
Stage
Yeah,
one.
I was
Single slug.
focusing.
Yeah, I didn't get that slug.
Did you guys
The
get Dan?
greens in this run were just awful. Aside from the band and transmitter.
Yeah, they were dog water.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at them there. I mean, thank God for that red whip, though. That was great to have.
Mm.
There were 3 that run, actually.
Oh, really?
I was speedy.
Nothing
It
else.
was
but you were fast.
very useful for the cope.
Yeah, I saw
Oh,
you
how was
were
sorry, you're right.
coping stage 5 TP. We haven't seen that in a while, but
Mm.
Just had nothing, yeah. Did everyone else
Yeah.
have
You
Dan?
guys enjoy the
Yeah, not
gilding?
having the band. And then losing the gas for the AP round.
First roll, yeah.
tough. You're saying that,
There it
Dan?
is. I was saying I'm excited about the gilded. I had so many words to say about that boss fight, man. The fucking gilded worms.
Also,
it was brutal.
everyone broke watches stage 4 that had them. No one made it out
Oh.
with watches.
I was so
Those-
sad, man.
Those scorch rooms really made sure no one came out with any. So
Fucked up. It was so brutal. It was gilded as well. Like anyway, it was tough.
it was a tough run.
That's twice now we've had the elite enemies instead. Is Helmet the same as like sirens? Not sirens, siphoned, but like it's more
A
likely
little
to have the
Yeah,
I don't
a lot of
know.
many.
I've noticed
Well,
that.
the reason on Siphon is because the teleporters like spawn in trees and shit, and it doesn't know how to spawn actual bosses.
The thing is about Helmet
Maybe
though,
not, depending on the stage.
the teleporters are like specifically placed on that map. It's really not as random as the other maps are when it comes to teleporter spawning. And I feel like those
Yeah.
areas are just like really messed up. And you can tell that some spots definitely spawn Horde of Many way more than some
Yeah,
other
yeah.
Host would
spots. So
know.
anyway,
Yeah,
go into an
True.
easier loadout next. Hopefully.
Surely.
Surely.
Uh,
I mean,
we've acres. So we've got Sky Meadow, so I'm happy with that at least. Nice and flash.
hopefully this was enough of a warm up for the real loadouts coming up next, right? So
Yeah.
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 Good luck, everybody.
Sounds
We'll talk to you guys after.
Good
Good luck.
Good
luck.
Bye, Goji.
Love you.
All right, loadout number 3.
Still tied.
Still tied.
I'm hoping this trend breaks. Otherwise, we're gonna be here
Hmm.
hours and hours and hours.
If we do
No, we
a
don't do 1-5.
yeah, if we do a tiebreaker loadout, I wonder how terrible that one will also be. Maybe we'll do a Blight Acrid run. Just to round
Oh,
it
that
out.
would be great.
All right, spawning in to roost here with Saw, Scrap, Launcher, Multi. Yeah.
You know, for like April Fool's Day, it'd be really funny to give them like really good loadouts, but we like hand pick the seeds that are just the worst seeds of all time.
That would be fun. That would be fun. And we're just like, man, that run was really bad, huh? That's weird. Oh, Goji is very bright today. Wow. That almost hurts.
Goji was complaining about this before the stream.
Yeah, they were like, I always...
I don't like the bright ones.
Yeah, you chose the bright ones. Gloji, that's good. That's good.
Gloji.
All right, Sticky Bomb PSG at the starts. We see that we actually do have a House Unite Shrine, which is really nice. Dan's starting it up, first one to it. Looks like Reddy's looting around a bit around the back edges of the map, just seeing if there's any extra loot. I don't know how much we're actually going to get here. There's an equipment barrel that Reddy's getting right away. An egg. That's actually really good.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that is great.
Ooh,
Having that
this-
little extra bit of mobility.
No one's going to do this, but there is a mountain shrine. It would be really interesting to see if someone found enough stuff. Like maybe there's like a good red item out of the House Knight
Yeah.
Shrine, and then you're like, all right, I'm gonna get the double green hopefully here and see what it is. Maybe roll for something nice.
Get
It's
the
a-
sonorous whispers.
You pretty much
Double
have
your item count.
you pretty much have to play this run as if it's a full looted run until something changes, right? Like this is not a speed run yet. We're not
Kind
there.
of. I do think they're not going to fully do this Halcyon Night Shrine. That is going to take way too long.
I don't think they are either. I would be tempted to though if I were doing this. I won't lie
I'd
to
maybe
you.
go half.
Yeah, at least
I
get
feel like the
an
last
extra
level
item.
is just such a huge money sink, though.
Reddy is already pretty low
Yeah.
here, so it's gotta be a little bit careful. Didn't get that PSG, so not as much healing as Dan, unfortunately.
It was rough. The thing is, all the golems spawned in, and then he hit the shrine, so
Yeah.
he has to deal with all the golems at the same time as the Halcyonite.
Yeah, unfortunately, that House Knight Blessing is not what we were hoping for. Stake, Echo, and AP round, so just a little AP round there, I guess. Unfortunate.
Rough.
Dan's got to be a little bit careful now, too. do appreciate when they start actually using the saw, right? If you're too afraid to use the saw, especially stage 1, you're gonna have a little bit of rough time. You gotta get in there. You gotta start sawing up. It's not
gotta use
that
what you're
bad.
given.
It's just hard to use in every scenario, right? But
Yeah, early game, that's pretty good.
yeah,
Like, it basically solves Beetle Queens and Titans.
Vagrant's a little harder, but it's not the worst. There is a
Gotta love
slug in the middle. What's up?
Or the hitbox on the Halcyon just stays active for a
Dude,
couple
it's
seconds after you kill it.
so frustrating. Honestly, if I were in here, I'd probably maybe be kind of interested in taking the Echo instead of the AP round.
Yeah.
AP round is really good, right? And it's good later, but right now, like, how many times are they gonna be close to death? I mean, we already see Ruddy and Goji already really low. So,
Yeah. Oh, there's a healing drone.
oh, that's really, really good. Ruddy find a wrap up top,
Wrap
which
too.
hopefully Dan gets right now.
So we're off to a pretty rough start, honestly.
I mean, to be
This
expected.
is not a god seed.
I am actually really surprised that Snek is leaving already. There's, oh my god, did you see that on Ruddy's screen? The house tonight was doing like spirals around the tunnel, like on the ceiling. Jesus Christ. All right.
I did not.
I'm
What?
so
Ah! Ah! What?
it's
What is Reddy's House Unite doing?
I love this enemy, dude.
Look at his face. He's
He's so concerned.
What is happening?
Oh man.
Excuse me? Dude, he is getting outmaneuvered.
That was like on the top of the map and was sniping down at him
It's like
somehow.
the Tic Tac UFO video. Holy fuck.
Oh, dude. Okay. So it kind of just seems like... Oh, Goji found a feather somewhere. Where was that? That's crazy. That's really, really good for Goji. I really wish that Snack hadn't left so quick there. There's still a lot of loot on this map. Like, I know that, you know, they have to have some presence of mind to keep going through the run, but, you know, there's some goodies here. There's an opal of the shrine, for example, that Reddy just got. That's really good. All right. It looks like everyone is out.
I'm still recovering from that Halcyon. Holy shit.
There is a void band on this stage, but this is one of those runs where they might be tempted to roll some pots here. So it looks like Goji's shrine right now. Again, a little bit early, a little bit gamble-y to try to roll it before TP is done. It looks like the pot's just going to roll off the side. So maybe to get away from here, there's a backup pot or two over in this direction.
Am I wrong, or is there a way you can use Saw in the egg? Is that with power mode? That might just be with power mode.
No, I think you could do something like that. There's a lot of channeling abilities that you could just use with egg. Like you could use flamethrower, you could use Diablo with egg, right? Stuff like that. So as long as you keep it channeled, you could keep using it. Just hold on one.
Something. Ooh, that looks like a good multi-shop. It had a thorn, a fuel cell, and something else.
Ooh. Thorn might be a pretty good answer to their problems. They're looking for bleed, a little bit, and they're looking for AoE. So that might be, you know, two birds with one stone here.
Thorn is, I think, might be my favorite item.
It's really fun. It's not always applicable in your build, but when it is, it's like there's no item you want more, right? It's kind of like Deathmark in a way for that. Like it's very specialized build, but it's really fun.
It's like a discount Shatter Spleen on Commando.
Ooh, Snag is having a little bit of a tough time with the Doomstrider here. It is healing quite a lot from the Wisps, so I really want to see these Wisps taken out before the Doomstrider just goes back down and heals up again right now. Yep. That's an example of like, you need to know when to kill the ads, because you're wasting more time by just not killing them right now.
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to burst down the boss, which you cannot do anyway. Now Snack can burst it down. Just got to be a little bit careful. I would egg here. Yep.
So it's like...
Nice.
See, I do feel like Snack went too fast here because...
I do too.
Snack
Look at the items.
is still fighting this thing, and then Ruddy and Dan have caught up to him.
Yep.
Just have so much more. Oh, the Will-O-Wisp is really nice, though.
That'll solve a lot of problems going forward here. And teleporter is
that's
done for
great.
Snack.
Oh, you can immediately tell the difference in Snack's build.
I like what Goji's doing. Goji is aware that when you hit something with an egg, or maybe not, maybe I would have kept going, but when you hit something with an egg, it refreshes the entire egg's duration. So you could have just killed every single enemy that's around the Doomstrider, especially all the wisps. It's just one egg.
Yeah.
There's a fuel cell on that
Egg is
multi-shot that you were talking about earlier. Snack got it.
Egg is a great tool for taking out wisps.
You just play checkers. Just keep going.
Feels so
TP.
really powerful on this build. Twice as
Yeah.
effective. You have 2 equipment slots.
Yep. That's something that, we don't see retool a ton, I don't think, so maybe easy to forget. Goji's greedy a little bit too much on that, I think.
And with Egg, that's a pillar skip right there.
Yep. No need to worry about anything else. And,
We don't see very often
oh
these
god,
days.
Goji. Jesus. There's a... Oh my god.
I feel like the Egg pillar skip is kind of rare.
It is. Goji barely dodged that oil ball with a utility hit and just went right over it. That would have actually killed them. That was really close. Sang is trying to get this pot done. Some Lemurians found him going back to it. Bans really would be nice here, so it's just like a pot rolling it, and it looks like Snack got it. Pretty easy pot roll there. I hope that that Goji goes for it. They do have a little bit of a better build though here. They do have Feather as well, so I could see them kind of picking up the pace a little bit more over Snack, possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, Reddy didn't even roll pots, just on to stage 3. I like blue team's approach though here a little bit more with that. Dan actually
going back to the Vand.
Yeah, just saying I do not want to roll pots at all. I'm taking Vand, I'm leaving. We'll see.
Which I think is fair.
The thing is, it's tough. It's so early and it's so tough. And this isn't even like a build that relies super well on bans, so it's hard to say either way. It might not be bad, it might be great. We'll see.
It's just short term. It's going to help a lot. And with a run like this,
maybe that's just all you need to focus on.
I feel like you have to worry about the short term.
Yeah. There is one Void Cradle and a potential in the Void Seed down there, it looks like.
That going for the Lemurians.
And hopefully they don't die here somehow or something. We've seen it happen before. Maybe that was
Snack's plan was to just rush through the first 2 stages so they would have some leeway to get bans. Good call, actually. I kind of like that. Looking at Snack's build, they're not that far behind the others. And with 2 bans, I think they have the best build now.
Goji here, though, right? I think they do have the best build now, obviously, but Goji just said, hey, I don't think, by the way, that you should be rolling this pot up this hill. The other one is down in the tunnel here. Just go for that one. It's really, really easy. I think it's one of the easiest buttons. Just with one kickflip, get it right in. And it does most of the work for you.
Deceptive.
It can be tricky.
It looks really easy, but
it could take a while. This is like one of those things that like me and you know because we've spent literally years pot rolling, but it's not something that Goji has spent years doing, right? Especially as the meta has kind of pushed away from it.
True.
But I hope this doesn't take them too long because now their time is a little bit bleeding away.
Yeah, this is
a race.
Pot rolling is a great example of the sunken cost fallacy. Goji did get it there though.
A good job for Goj. I would be using the egg on pots, right? Oh, a little bit same idea there. Just trying to get the refresh duration on egg just to get to the tunnel faster. Anything that saves some time here. Needle tick for the Void Seed on stage 3, which could be interesting. It's not amazing, not unless you like really saw something up.
It's whatever. Would have preferred to key your spaces.
Feather out of the potential though in the Void Seed. That is a really big pickup. Usually those don't really have much, but
That is nice.
ooh, that's now. I mean, red team didn't really loot that much stage 1, and so a little bit they got punished for that by not getting the feather, but now they just got back in the game. Don't really have to worry about it too much.
Yeah, I like where blue team is at right now, though.
There is a green printer on stage 3. What is that? Is it like a death mark or something? I can't tell. Dan keeps not looking at it, so I'm assuming it's not good.
I feel like red team's lead is marginal, and blue team has bans.
Yeah, I think it's an example of like red team has a little bit more speed here, but blue team's catching up. They're accelerating faster, and they're gonna.
The fact that they've already almost caught up, and it's stage 3.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I saw that there was another egg in one of the multi shops there. Honestly, that would be an easy pickup. Having 4 eggs, not even just for movement, but for damage and pillar skip, that'd be nice.
Mhm.
Obviously, we're still looking for more of a transformational equipment here for the build, perhaps, but still good. Predatory Instincts from TP there, ready to finish it up.
Yeah, all blue team needs at this point is a capacitor.
Pretty
and
much.
Which is good. Got a skip, which kind of doubles as mobility as well.
I like seeing Sneck actually use the caffeinator for healing, like between the Void Seed interactables there.
Mm-hmm.
Smart.
And red team finishing up this TP.
I mean, but look at Sneck. He's about to hit TP right now, and
Sneck's
he's
going
gonna have a
for it right
little
now.
bit faster boss fight, I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
Although I don't necessarily agree with using the egg band on the Greater Wisp
Yeah.
first. Ooh, I
There's
think
also
these band procs are just a little bit unfortunate. It's keeping it on like the pests and stuff, and instead of the bosses. Meanwhile, the bosses are just gonna keep spawning and spawning.
yeah.
So
This is when you should be using Saw.
yeah, this
instead of
is
the
what
other one.
red team did as well. Actually, Sneck is a little bit of some danger here. I would have actually, I hope I would have been aware enough to hit that Shrine of the Woods before I did TP, but I can't say that I would have. But it would have been really nice having a little bit extra
that
healing.
beetle. He was about to band proc the Beetle Queen, and a beetle just Mr. Presidented.
Yeah. You're not watching my stream through Discord, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
I didn't
curious.
even know that was happening.
I pinged you like an hour ago. It's fine.
No, I'm sorry.
Looks like red team is done with TP though, or at least the boss. Dan almost actually got pushed off the side there by the utility. You gotta be a little bit careful. When you slam into something, you definitely get some knockback. Ooh, and these pests actually took Dan's elixir away. Dan is one bad shot away from a +5 here. Gotta be a little bit careful of these pests. Goji almost greeting some syringe there, but smartly going after the feather, the second feather. Good. And Ruddy is the first one to leave stage 3, going to stage 4, which is Grove. No, we haven't seen today. We haven't seen any sale stars.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it has
Shame.
been a sale starless day. Forgot that was even in the game, to be honest.
How could you forget about sale star?
I don't know.
Another void seed on stage 4, unfortunately.
Does Skin Tuner affect the
Caffeinator? Yes.
The caffeinator?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a nice little touch. It affects turrets, caffeinator, and like one more thing. Maybe like the pylon for loader. Something else.
Oh yeah,
too.
I think it does.
There's some cool things it does.
Oh, Ruddy.
Ruddy's
okay.
surely fine here. A lot of larva though. They do have feather, but there's not a lot of speed in the build, so they are very susceptible to, you know, a lot of larva on stage 4, especially with the larger hitbox of multi.
Everyone's got Thorn, which is actually for Deathmark. They have Bleed and Needle Tick right now.
That's not bad at all. Especially with the rapid application of Saw, potentially. Honestly, if there's a sale star at this stage somewhere, I think someone's going to go after Legendary Chest.
We also haven't seen any knockback fins today.
That's also really unfortunate. Because those are like the really big ticket
Those are
items.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're bugged, but
Yeah. We can see Dan doing the Saw egg tech actually, just on the Vagrant there, just trying to get some damage. Goji, okay, Goji is done with the bosses on stage 3. Just gotta be a little bit careful here with these pests. Man, that Will-O-Wisp really cleans up. Ruddy is actually the first person to go after the boss on stage 4. A little bit surprising, another Dune Strider, unfortunately, which really not what I'm looking for to see. But, oh, I know why he did it. There's a Void Seed right next to his TP, so he's trying to get the bosses to go right into it. Perfect.
These larvae.
It looks like that's what Snack is going to be doing right here as well. I'm still surprised, though, that not many people have, especially Red Team, that they haven't tried to go Blue Portal yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, there it is. There's a transmitter on stage 4 that Dan found. So hopefully everybody doesn't need it between now and the end of TP.
Ooh, Prion as well.
Do you give up? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought they had someone else as their second equipment for some reason. Oh, that's nice. Egg and Prion is it's a fun combo.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's a build.
Goji's scaring me a little bit. They still having some problems with stage 3 TP here.
Oh, yeah.
It's these pests that are just bothering them a little bit.
Dan being able to use that Prion is helping so much here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dan just finished the TP boss faster than everybody else.
He did.
Segas is done as well, though. Really good job.
The
So,
red team is starting to concern me.
Red team is very concerning me. Actually, there's a transmitter proc from Ruddy there.
Oh, did you see that? He used the transmitter to push him into the Void Seed.
That's game sense,
Clever.
baby.
That was awesome.
That was sick.
Really good play from Ruddy there.
Smart.
He's smiling. He knows.
And Red Whip from TP, which is really nice as well. They need that speed. We were talking about it earlier. All right, Goji to stage 4. They are slowing down a little bit, though, even with those extra bans. They're really struggling on damage. They're struggling on just, like, having a cohesive build. So hopefully they can get through stage 4 a little bit better. There is a transmitter that Blue Team has not found on stage 4 yet. I hope that Goji finds that quick, just so that, you know, Snek doesn't leave immediately. And Goji might find it right here. If they turn left, if they turn right, they won't see it. It's on their screen to the left. They're too focused on the Vagrant. Oh well. Hopefully they find it. I'm worried just Snek will just leave right now, so instead of looting. Yeah, Goji just basically went completely above and over where the transmitter was, so Snek getting the potential in the Void Seed right now, actually just trying to earn some penny money off the mushroom spores. We don't see many people doing that these days unless they know what kind of mushroom shot it, because you can just step on one of those and it could be like a Void Touch mushroom and you die and you're like, oh, my bad. It looks like Snek is actually going for the legendary chest. That's what I'm seeing right now. They check the price, they're like almost $1,000 off, maybe like 800.
If it's something good,
the
you can tell your
is,
teammate. If it's something bad, you can tell your teammate as well.
The thing is, if they buy the legendary chest, they won't have enough money for the transmitter, which they need this run. One more Greater Wisp here. Looks good. They do have enough for it. They are going. Well, they're actually looking around first. They want some extra money. I'm worried about that
Farming the
transmitter, though.
mushrooms. It's just
Don't farm
taking
too
a
much.
lot of time at this point.
It is. It might be the best item in the game. We'll see. Might be Happy Mask.
uh, well,
Yeah.
Goji won't make that mistake.
Nope.
At the very least.
That's
Well,
rough.
okay.
I respect the gamble, but oof, man.
If it was Drone Man, it would have benefited their team in a huge way.
Oh yeah.
But ukulele for Dan.
Ah,
No one else found that.
that's true. It hurts so much. It hurts so. That's so bad for the run, man. It took so much time to do, and they
Yeah.
sacrificed a ton of weight. Weights. There's a
Oh
red
my
printer
God.
on stage 5. It's an
No
ICBM.
way.
If they find,
And fireworks.
yeah.
That's a build. Already
they have
caffeinator.
caffeinator. Dude, my God. Never mind.
What?
I take it back. That's so insane. If they find an ATG or something,
Yeah.
this would be fantastic.
It hasn't actually paid off yet. We'll
Yeah.
see.
Right now, it's okay, but it still wasn't worth a legendary chest visit, but it could be. It could definitely be.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they get more fireworks.
How much are they going to loot here?
I mean,
Has basically the entirety of stage 4 worth of loot for that one item.
yeah. What if there's just like a firework printer somewhere, man? That's what I want. What a crazy thing to happen.
Yeah, red printers are incredibly rare, by the way.
Yeah.
You
I
didn't
think
know they can only spawn on stage 5.
the last
and they'll
time we
loot.
saw a red printer, it was an ICBM as well in the races. I remember it was like the team race or something, and I don't think Cabbage saw it. I think I remember us talking about that. It was like right under one of the vents to the top part of the map, right where
Oh,
Snack is
yeah.
looking. Dude, there's
They
a
don't
plasma
happen
shrimp
often.
in TP. It's on the teleporter.
What?
It's on the teleporter. It's just a void cradle that has plasma shrimp
Okay.
on TP. He cannot miss it at all. It's impossible. That's so crazy
good.
though. That is so crazy.
Goji getting the transmitter.
Okay, thank God.
Oh,
Snack
Goji.
though is the only person without transmitter right now, which is a little bit
Yeah.
unfortunate. What the hell?
There's another
man?
red on the stage. Others could potentially get it.
The thing is, I don't even think with a plasma shrimp, I don't even think Snack even needs the caffeinator anymore. It's cool, but that's not where most of the damage is going to be coming from unless they get a lot more fireworks.
No. But if you do get one firework and you have the plasma shrimp with it, that's damage, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just one firework would go so far.
I'm hoping. They're looting a ton too. They're like, I will find a missile. But if they just did TP, they'd realize they have one, you know? Which is just like, oh, it's so painful. Hopefully Goji goes
Ruddy?
for it then. Ruddy has a feather. It's
Okay, he's good.
There is a grandparent though. What Ruddy is doing is leading the gilded brass contraption horde into the grandparent sun. Smart way to handle it without handling it type thing. So we'll see how that goes. It looks like they're still burning a little bit, but I don't think Goji's... Okay, never mind. Goji's having
Snack
a
just-
little bit of a problem here.
looking for this missile, opening every small chest he can find.
A little bit over looting, I think. They just need to go to
Yeah.
TP and realize they have one, you know? Like, I'm begging for it.
Goji might find it before Snek does.
Yeah. There's a chance stall with a chance shot on the stage, but that's a lot of money to spend
Not
on
worth
that.
it. Less chance at fireworks.
Yeah, more chance at ATG though. In Snek's mind. The thing is, no one has left this stage yet, so it's not like Snek is particularly like a stage behind, but they are losing time here. I mean, I think they would have left if they had known that they had the plasma shrimp.
Yeah.
They would have been fighting Mythrix already.
Goji pressed R a little too late and wasted a Prion trying to activate Egg.
Oh, dude. I hate that.
Ooh, there is a capacitor. I mean, honestly, they should just take that. They have bans.
Yeah.
I
mean,
as
capacitor
cool as
with-
the caffeinator is.
Capacitor with Plasma Shrimp ICBM is great. Like, make no
Mhm.
mistake on that. That would be enough. Honestly, Snek shouldn't even fight this Grand Prix right now. Time to leave. Uh-oh. Yeah, good. Go to the teleporter. Go get this. Go get the Plasma Shrimp. It's right here. Go, go, go. Hit it. See it. No. Yes. Yes. This is it.
Oh,
Yes.
awesome.
Okay.
I
Hit
did-
teleporter.
Very
Oh,
awesome
no.
for you.
They said they got it. They're happy. Beautiful. Capacitor is the one to get now as well. Coil on the field. I don't know why everyone is trying to kill this grandparent. I don't think anyone needs to, right? Like,
I just don't like him.
I
Oh,
guess.
there is a firework. He found it.
Where?
It was just up top.
Dude. Snack
He's
is
got it.
has basically 3 fireworks with plasma shrimp
yeah.
right now.
So that's 9 shrimp procs.
That's a lot of firework. It's a lot of missile. I just hope they don't get
Huge.
killed by this bell here. If they get hit once, they might die. They don't have the
They do have
transmitter,
techno
so
opal.
and we'll see. Hopefully not, but
Look at the damage, though. They are missing the plasma shrimp. Need to make sure they have their health up.
yeah, they need to stop getting hit by these worms. It's a tough teleporter spot, obviously. Make no mistake on that, but really need to focus up here. Not let it get the better of you.
Try to regen that plasma shrimp if you can. Activated the thing outside of the teleporter.
So there's each interactable has like a timeout period, right?
Yeah.
So if you throw it outside the teleporter and activate it fast enough, it will temporarily forget that it's outside of the teleporter. But if you wait too long to use it again, like he did now he can't use it anymore. But he does
Yeah.
have another fuel cell of it, so it's fine. It's just that's
Perfect.
something to use as a piece of tech for specifically this equipment. Wow. What an insane fucking gamble. Going for the legendary chest, having like experiencing the terrible Nukahana drop and being like, man, the run's over. Into boom, ICBM printer, boom, caffeinator
Yeah.
firework, boom, plasma shrimp. Dude, I
What a roller
really
coaster.
I really just hope that Snek does not die on the moon. Because that's what we've seen, unfortunately, today, that the moon has kind of been Snek's weakness a little bit here.
Yeah.
So
I also hope Snek remembers to farm up a little bit too.
yeah, we need some money for the caffeinator. It looks like they're leaving. They're just going right now. They got what they
I
need.
mean, yeah.
It's time to
We
go.
got the skip.
Goji's
Why
going.
stay?
Goji with the
Is that
egg
a
and
chronic
capacitor.
expansion printer?
It is.
Yeah, it looks like Ruddy's going into it.
7 chronic expansions for Ruddy.
There was a forgive me please.
There was, yeah. Think Ruddy's gonna go for
It-
that instead of Prion?
I don't know. It's just a lot of chronic expansion to print there.
It is a lot. It looks like they are. They're going up the vent, so it looks like they have their eye on something. Is this the firework chest?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, they have no idea how much that firework meant to someone else. Yeah, they are going after FMP. FMP chronic expansion build here. Very interesting with the fuel cell. I don't know
Okay.
that we've never seen this build before actually in the races, so oh, and actually scrapping, hoping to get a soulbound catalyst in the soup. I know Ruddy is.
Soulbound would be huge.
I've seen an FMP addict before. I know what I'm looking at. Dan is waiting on the moon, just on the thing. There you go. He could have made it up with one egg, I believe, with one feather, but I don't think he knows that.
Oh, snack. Careful.
Already, Snack already lost, what about 20% of their HP here? Haven't even started the Mythics fight yet. They have to be a little bit careful. That's one thing. The speed runners, the people that specifically speed run outside of the races and stuff, do not seem to care about their health as much as the people who streak just from a background kind of perspective. Snack does have about $1,800, $2,200 for the caffeinator there. We'll see if it's
that
enough.
Should be enough.
We'll see.
Combined with money from phase 2.
A little bit, yeah.
The caffeinator isn't that expensive. It's not. You don't have to farm as much as Crunder.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's on their waiting phase on the moon. Dan surprises me being the first one to start the fight, actually, a little bit. Dan's fight is not going bad, but Dan also has a void band. Well, actually, everybody has no bands.
Yeah, and
Dan. Yeah, go on.
I was just gonna say, even though it's not as good as Snacks, I really like Goji's build here. I think it's better than Red Team's.
Double band with capacitor egg. That's not bad at all. I think Dan might have the worst build. I want to see how good Ruddy's is with the chronic expansion FMP. It might be bad because he might not be able to keep it up enough. Might be able to. Who knows? We'll see. These fireworks for Snack already pretty good amount of damage.
Just gotta make sure to have the plasma shrimp up.
Yeah, cannot lose shield. I don't. It's about like 100 a use or something. I think they're only gonna have like 15 more uses here before. I think they should
more.
Keep some fireworks for phase 2.
Well, they farm pennies there a little bit.
Yeah, they're actually getting hit and getting money.
I would try to farm off the wisps a little bit doing that.
It's interesting that he's running into the needles with the shift to try to get money that way. Very, very brazen approach without transmitter for later phases for sure. Losing the plimp though for damage, so it's keeping the longevity of the caffeinator up, but it's losing out on short-term damage.
I would maybe hold off on hitting it until I had the plimp back. So I feel like it's kind of a waste. Yeah, they're running out of money here.
They will be able to get a lot of money from phase 2 wisps though. I believe that. They do have a wrap, so Nermult. I mean, bursting down this
farming
wisp
up too.
So fast.
I'm sure that's his intention.
Yeah. Dan just wants some extra cash, dude. He's got debts to pay. Oh, Snag is taking a little bit too much damage though. A little bit too much farming.
Already. Okay,
he's fine. Too much farming.
Already got a growth nectar.
Oh, that's really good. That's really good.
Yeah,
Snack,
and then with
though,
FMP is gonna have
Snack, please don't
all
die.
the debuffs.
That's a +5 for Snack.
No soulbound, but it's not bad. And all you need to do to maintain the stacks is make sure you keep attacking Mithrix, which should be very doable.
Well, I mean, who do you think is in the lead now?
I don't know. This isn't going as quick for Snack as I thought it would.
You see the +5 or?
Oh my goodness. I completely missed that. I was looking at Ruddy.
Yeah, just greeted a little bit
Yeah.
too much phase 2, unfortunately. Could not get the heal off the caffeinator as they wanted. I don't know. I kind of worry about Snack and Mithrix.
I think Goji can still win. I think yeah, I think Goji would be my pick right now.
Goji's doing pretty well, but Ruddy's almost done with phase. Oh, that's phase 1. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah. And Dan is a little bit ahead, but Goji's catching up, and I think has a much better build.
I mean, Goji's getting in there, being very aggressive right now. Dan is still kind of playing it safe, only attacking like one enemy at a time. Goji's getting like AoE down and stuff. Trying to bring enemies together.
It's the band difference.
Yeah.
So Goji is taking some hits. Dan's curse bar looks a lot better than Goji's.
It's just, if Sinet can just avoid dying like once in a Mithrix fight, they just win every run, I think. Like, they are so good. But I think Mithrix just chokes them up a little bit. I don't know. Because, like, look at how, like, they're done. They're ahead here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ruddy's catching up really fast. That's a lot of damage to have right now. 40 Cranshin stacks with 4 Director buffs. So
40.
I think Ruddy had a pretty good game sense move here.
Are they gonna drop here though between phases?
No, he's good.
Nope, you're good. Okay.
Really impressive. Ooh, looks like Snipe's going for the ramp egg. Didn't quite make it, but does have a feather, so they're fine.
How much damage is that for Ruddy? With
How it's a lot.
The growth nectar too. Just accelerating it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Ruddy might take this out.
Yeah, already bypassed Goji.
Well, kind of. There is a slight time difference between Goji and Ruddy.
Oh, that's true.
About 20 seconds.
But, I mean, it's
Goji's
tying up
still
pretty
ahead.
well. I mean, for how much longer, though?
I don't know. It's like, the thing is, the run is almost over. Once you get to phase 4, I don't think it matters.
Oh, this would be close.
I still think Goji. It's gonna be close, though.
I really need Goji, though, to focus on using the capacitor with the band proc. That's just what we're missing here.
Yeah, there we go.
They hit it. Good. They needed that one during pizza, too.
Ruddy is overtook him, but again, Goji has that 20-second lead.
Goji missed a capacitor. That was really rough. Goji needs to phase 4 skip right now. Now their capacitor is up. Go for damage. It's not enough. It's not enough. Maybe they could find some way to do it. Maybe with a shift skip. No, they're...
Oh, no.
They've fallen behind. Unless they phase 4 skip somehow. They did? They're ahead. They have the egg to get out of the arena. Goji, go for the ramp right now. Don't go for a portal. Go for a ramp. Goji, you have the egg. Oh no. Okay, good.
No, going for it.
Use another egg. You have a feather. I guess they didn't know if they had a feather or not. Goji pulling ahead on that one. That is so beautiful. Wow. Really close.
Very close.
Goji does not know how close that was, but that was.
I was on the edge of my seat.
I mean, it's gonna be like a 20-second difference here. Goji's got to the ship at
It is.
43:22.
If Goji
Ruddy
missed
got
that skip,
there.
though,
Yeah. Man, Snack would have won by so much time too had they just not taken the +5 there. Oh,
Are we
God.
gonna have another fucking tie?
Probably.
We are.
I mean, could be a tie all day. Who knows? Oh, I hope Goji doesn't die here, actually. That would be really bad.
Goji has transmitter.
That is true, but they're about to proc it. So.
Wow. Goji playing really well today.
Very good job, honestly. Oh, that was. And even, I mean, all that just say, like, I didn't even see that Dan was done either. I was just, like, so focused on.
Yeah.
God. All right, let's bring in blue team.
Dan about a minute behind Ruddy.
Mm-hmm.
Very consistent. Hey, guys.
What up, blue team?
Hey, guys.
Holy shit. That was a fun one to watch.
That was
Goji, you are probably first, and Snack, I think you are last.
Dang, that's close.
Oh, the +5?
Yeah. The Snack, you were the first one done real time.
Again.
What a crazy build.
You had the craziest run. Like, the roller coaster that you had between going from, like, all right, I want to gamble for the red chest. Oh, it's Nuka-Hanas. I hate myself. Into, like, wow, there's a plasma shrimp and a caffeinator and a firework in my inventory. It was like, it was so fun to watch. Yeah. I was bringing red team as well. Hello, red team.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
G'day.
So, Ruddy, you got second by like 20 seconds. It was so close.
Easy.
I loved your build. Everyone had a really interesting build, by the way. No one had the same build going into Mythrix. Like, and we had some wildly different ones in here. Ruddy printed 7 Cranchions, got FMP, and then got Growth Nectar from Soup, and it was kept like 40 stacks of Chronic Expansion up throughout the whole fight, dealing so much damage. Wow. It was really, really good. And you almost overtook Goji, but Goji had bans early with the capacitor and just was able to barely keep that lead. Yeah, they rolled pots.
Blue team went bans.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
Wait, so you want to tell them about my build?
Yeah, so Sneck went and got the legendary chest stage 4. And it was bad. But it was Nuka-Hanas. But there was an ICBM printer on stage 5. They found the plimp at stage 5 TP. They had the caffeinator from early stages and found a firework on stage 5 as well. So they had a full missile build going into the moon. It actually was really sick. Right. They had the fastest run. They just unfortunately +5 in phase 2.
And Goji just had a really solid build with the bans early on, with the fuel cell, and then finding capacitor stage 5.
I gotta run the lures up.
Do you guys witness my Halcyon stage 1?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That was so
I think
crazy.
it was like stuck in terrain for about a minute. And that
maybe it's like when the
speed somehow.
When AWU starts spinning.
Yeah.
Or the wisps. Maybe it's a similar thing. Oh, also, Ruddy, really loved your play on stage 4 with the transmitter pushing the Dune Striders into the Void Seed.
Yeah, that was
awesome.
I forgot about that. That was really cool. Unfortunately, Snack, you were the only one who missed the transmitter of stage 4, and that would have saved you. And it's just like,
yeah,
I think that might be like the second time or something that you've missed one. I'm not sure, but it's tough. It hurts. This was a lot different of a run than I had expected going into it, but I'm actually really happy that as few +5s as we had, and the builds were as good as they were, right? Like that was very interesting. I never would have thought.
Why is it gotta be Rex, man? Why do we gotta have the ruddy build next? That's messed up.
Hey, they put the ruddy wall back in.
I practiced this yesterday and died twice in stage 1. So,
All right.
you know,
Well,
let's
Love to
temper
hear it.
expectations.
Are we gonna tie again? This has never happened before.
are we sure?
I don't think we've ever had a race where we've had 3 ties in a row, have we?
That's probably happened.
Have we ever had one where the entire day everybody is tied?
Maybe. I mean, we're at
It's
9
just
to
me
9
and
right now.
Snack trading third and fourth, and Ruddy and Goji trading first and second.
Well, I
Well,
hope you're huh?
Oh, I said we're all playing our part.
Yeah. I hope we're
Yeah, I'm
mentally
doing my
prepared
part.
enough for the next loadouts. This is the big one,
God.
obviously. So, good luck, everybody. We'll
right.
see you soon.
Roman stage 1. Good luck.
Good luck.
Surely.
Look.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Okay. Rex.
Ugh.
Full damage
loadout.
Rex. So this is probably one of the most you know, boogeyman style builds in the entire game, especially for Eclipse 8. I don't think there's any other like loadout in the game people look at and kind of feel this way about than this one. It can be a little tough.
This was one of the original races.
Yep.
Was inspired from this loadout and Double Saw Multi.
Yeah.
Back in the day, we used to run these events a lot differently on different seeds, and it was just, can you get through the loadout? Not even can you do it fast, because these loadouts were just so challenging.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I think DLC 1 and 2 has made a big difference on these, but like pre DLC 1 anniversary update, this thing was brutal.
It was really hard. If you ever want to see how bad it is, I mean, give the game turn off the DLCs for a bit and check it out. It's
Yeah.
it's interesting. I remember like the first time I beat this loadout on Eclipse 8, I had to cope through like a terrible run. It was like 2 hours or something. I remember that.
There used to have runs where you would have to loop if you wanted to survive.
Yeah. Which is a lot different than, what we see now. Obviously, we've all gotten better as well since those days, but the just average power of every build was just so much lower. You just had less options,
Yeah.
Fewer options. Looks like Snack is the first one to do the House Tonight Shrine. You gotta be really careful here. You have more of a time limit for every stage than any other loadout, right? You have this artificial timer that says, hey, you have lost 90% of your total max HP. If you don't leave now, you're gonna die, right?
Wow. Righty already with 4 items.
That's really impressive.
Red team finding pennies early on.
Snack
It's really helping them here.
Done with the House Tonight Shrine though.
War bonds.
Okay. All right.
The new war bonds. I don't know if we've seen those in a race yet.
I don't think we have.
Another Calfnator. Is war bonds affected by ICBM?
I probably. It's affected by everything else, so I don't know why it wouldn't be. But maybe not, because it's like some specific thing that's shooting out, so I can't say either way. There's a
People are
Calfnator,
saying no.
so probably not then. I wish it was, but I also wish
Yeah.
it didn't have a proc coefficient, because that's insane. If they get like a couple proc items, they could probably just one-shot first phase of Mythrix with
OG.
it. So,
Ugh.
Goji's got to be a little bit careful here.
Golems
There
are
is a
getting
watch,
in trouble.
stage 1 and multi-shot. That's kind of a risky pickup, I think, for this build. I would have probably gone
Yeah.
more speed, I think.
When you're playing this, you're basically at half health the entire time.
Yeah. one shot from anything is minus watch. There is a wrap for Snack though, which is nice. Looks like there's some bleed. Rex
That
has a
is nice.
0.5 proc coefficient though, so that's really only one dagger's worth, which harder to stack capability. So I don't know. We'll see. Deathmark,
Deathmark. That
really
could be really
interesting.
good here.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the weaken, right? And then you have the 2 daggers.
Mm-hmm. And the flower.
3 daggers, I guess. I don't.
You have 3 debuffs here
Okay.
already. One more and Deathmark could proc. I'm actually kind of worried about Goju here, not really having much to their build.
Or just a knockback Finn. You're good.
Oh god, that House Knight just like threw Goji in a corner there. I think Goji needs to play that Kafnir just to get some health back a little bit. That would be nice. Or use the flower or something.
Neck
Don't be
fighting
afraid
the
of
roll of
using the
pennies.
flower. Oh my god, Goji.
Oh, there is that speed printer. I would almost be tempted to just go into that, try to get rid of the watch. There's a scrapper there. Nice. I would scrap the watch as soon as possible.
Yeah, because it's going to break, probably.
Yeah. It's not a matter of if, but when.
Nice going for it. I'm only getting one though, actually. Keeping pennies and bleed, which makes sense. Keeping wrap, don't really want to get rid of it. But
I like that watch though.
I know. I'm looking at it
Begging
too.
to be printed.
We'll see how long it lasts on their build.
I give it a stage.
All right. I mean, I don't think they're gonna break it during stage 2 TP, but it looks like they did scrap bleed for this as well. So -1 back on the death mark. Again, Goji taking the pennies. Well, dropping them on the ground, not wanting to really waste time to scrap, so they can just go pick them up afterwards. A little bit of
Smart.
macro there.
Looks like everyone's going into the speed printer right now.
Thank God. That is one of the things about this build that's really tough, is just when you don't have speed and you have to keep using your shift to dodge, it can get pretty bad.
It's true. Oh, well, Penny synergizes with War Bonds, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I think it's so easy to earn War Bonds cash that I don't think I'm really too worried about that. Looks like Dan's doing the teleporter here just to get another item just from War Bonds, which is actually really smart. I'll give it to Dan
Yeah.
on that one.
That is smart.
It's a free item that he can't pick up. Oh, if he dies for this. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, there's no reason not to at all. Free green. Yeah, also respond to someone. The reason we don't do False Sun or Voidling fights in the races, honestly, no one likes playing it. No one who plays the races
Yeah.
wants to do it. So
Maybe after the reworks, we'll see.
yeah, if it's fun enough, we'll think about it. But
That is the next phase of development. So they do we do know they have plans for it.
we'll see when that comes out. Hopefully soon. And then after that's the characters, right? We get to see reworked Chef, False Sun, and Seeker.
Yeah.
Lifetime Daisy from TP Stage 2, by the way. Snack, always the
Nice.
first one to start Stage 2 TP, it seems. Ready
That was
starting
so
it too.
quick.
Ready taking a lot of damage from that Elder Lemurian in the cave there.
Using that caffeinator to heal up.
I think people sleep on the fact that Caffeinator is also a healing item. It's good at what it does too, and you can be really aggressive with it. With just, it costs a little bit of money, but you earn probably a lot more money from pennies if you take advantage of it and then heal.
I'm surprised Dan didn't go into speed more.
I am too. He could have gotten rid of the bleed, definitely. Looted a bit more knowing that there was a bleed printer, probably.
Yeah. The thing with bleed here is it's like having 2 is good for Deathmark, but 1 is like almost not consistent enough to let you proc it.
Yeah.
You got that 0.5 proc coefficient on Rex.
I like what
Means it
Reddy's
also
doing.
lasts half as long.
It's impossible to keep up with only a few. Reddy's just keeping a wisp alive, farming penny money for the rest of the stage at least.
Ooh,
Really good.
Prion.
Ooh, it's really nice. Though I will say, having this caffeinator has helped everyone stay alive.
It
So,
has. And who knows? There might be an ICBM printer later.
yeah, that would be crazy, right? Sure, that's never happened before. Twice in the last 2 times we had a red printer or something.
Oh, prayer beats. We'll see if that pays off.
That's good
like
if
a
they
50-50
remember to
chance.
scrap them. Honestly, I would have gone to Blue Portal here. This is like a perfect opportunity for it.
Yeah, that's true.
Is
Ooh,
a
Tesla.
red. That's so good for this
That's
build.
huge.
All right,
I love
Goji.
Tesla on Rex.
Goji needs to get this as well. They know it exists. They know they're going to try to save money for it. Man, what a good pickup though. Oh yeah, I don't know, like maybe the race just forgot about blue portals. I just saw already spawn in on an infusion printer. That's interesting, actually, especially over their greens that they have now. Honestly, I'd be interested in that.
Ooh.
Because
Look at how much Reddy's able to farm up.
you can get rid of those too and keep the health.
Oh,
So,
true.
if done correctly.
Reddy just got so much money from this Dune Strider. Or Templar.
Yeah, that's also a good way to get rid of the prayer beads for a snack as well. Also, the antler printer there, if they need any more speed. I don't think they do, though. It is nice.
That might be good for Dan.
Yeah. It looks like that's going right into it. Losing a hoof for it, which, I mean, does give you more speed than a hoof if you collect the wisps, but...
Yeah.
Looks like Dan found the Tesla, but Reddy was already off the stage by that point, so...
It's losing half a hoof. And then getting more orbs.
Yeah. There is another house Knight shrine on the stage. Oh.
Finally.
Right. GG for Deathmark, right? Now you don't really want to give up that Deathmark for infusion.
In theory, if Reddy can proc bleed. I guess you have your the entangle too. Yeah. Wow, Reddy just annihilated that thing.
Yep. Very powerful.
A chrono bauble or something would be nice here though, just to drive it home.
I think Mythrix is gonna take a lot of damage. This is turning into a very good build right before our eyes. I mean, especially if we can get Deathmark on Mythrix before, the Warbond missiles come in. Like, dude, he will probably just die. And there's a transmitter on the stage as well.
Transmitter on Goji. Yeah.
Yeah, now Snack sees which chest it is. Perfect. I'm not going to miss this one. We were worried about this loadout, but this is probably one of the best builds of the day overall so far. So, and in fact, it was kind of reverse, right? It was like the earlier loadouts were the worst ones, and the ones we're worried about are looking fine.
I mean, it wasn't too bad. That railgunner was awful, though.
Yeah.
We'll see. There might be another one if things keep going the way they have been going. It's very likely we'll play a 5th loadout.
I really hope that blue team finds that breaching fin, though. If they don't, I mean, that puts them so far behind. And it looks like they're just not going onto that platform where it spawns, right? Oh. Snack just turned his back to it, going for the transmitter chest. So, I don't know. That's a lot of damage missing from blue team's build.
It's true. Not only do you lose the knockback fin damage, but the Deathmark damage as well.
Yeah. Wait, did they see it?
They see some chests over there.
They see it. This is the Oh, they're going for the equipment, though. They're not going to get the breaching fin. Unless this gives them enough money.
Goji might get it. Goji has a lot.
They got it. Good, good, good.
Okay.
Thank God. Okay, Goji needs to go get that as well then. And then we're good. Ruddy's the first one to stage 4, by the way. Just kind of blazing through. Ruddy is missing the Tesla coil, so a lot less AoE than the rest, but nonetheless, I mean, the build is okay right now still. Okay, listen. We have wraps. We have 2 wraps on Snack and Ruddy. Everyone. We have pennies. You think if we get a Titan?
Ooh.
Oh, no, there's no Titan. I was going to say, we could see like a legendary chest here or something. We could see someone like loot up the whole stage with just like 1 Titan laser. But didn't really play out that way.
There is a Cranshin printer.
Ooh, there's an encrusted key right next to spawn in stage 4 that Snack just got. With a razor wire as well, which is kind of interesting with a double wrap here going into, Mithrix phase 2 later on.
Oh, and another transmitter from Teleporter.
Yep. It's amazing how earlier in the races a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, or whatever, how long ever it was, if this dropped during the teleporter, no one was picking it up. It was like, you had to avoid it. It was like a landmine.
That's right.
And now it's like, beautiful. There's a safer spaces right next to teleporter. So that is
Lost media.
That's a skip. I would actually, if I were one of these guys, I would try to get hit by these Scorchworm orbs, right? We have double wrap into pennies. I mean, that's a lot of extra money.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trying to
Scorchworms
kill them first, just try to
Yeah,
keep
they
them up
do a
for a
lot.
bit.
And they really aren't doing that much damage with the 2 wraps.
Mm-hmm.
Good call. You'd farm for legendary.
I mean, almost instantly. Like, you could get hit so much. Like,
Goji found safer spaces.
yeah, it's trying to set TP.
Okay. Well, that's the skip solved.
I think what's interesting is like everyone has been killed so much by Scorchworms, especially like today, that they're just like unwilling to even step foot in the Scorchworm orbs at all. There's a Plasma Shrimp on the stage for Ruddy as well, by the way. So, right next to the key.
That's happening.
It's time. Ruddy is a little bit low though. Did proc the triangle, so I'm kind of hopeful he doesn't die here. Is just leaving right away. Nice, actually. See Snack actually getting outside of the teleporter a bit. Looking at something. Just kind of hoping they'd finish up. Dan taking a little bit of damage here. Doesn't have transmitter up. Lots in elixir. Oh, Daniel got hit again. Dan could definitely die here if he's not careful. This Elder he is just not dealt with. Okay, I think it's dead now. Nope. Still alive. Still has not dealt with it. Does have transmitter back, so he's good.
There we go.
And there's a band printer right on spawn of stage 5. So is
Getting
this
rid of the prayer bead second print? Nice.
This is tough because it's bands.
Yeah.
And bands are awesome, but you have a Breaching Fin death mark. So you don't want to print too many. Those are really fortunate prints, but I could see someone greeting too much and then actually losing out on way more damage in their build and losing.
Actually, you kind of need the Breaching Fin if you want to proc bands here.
I mean, you have your M2.
I guess. Oh, that's true. That's true.
And
for some reason,
Prion as well.
The other one. Some people do.
If you print more than 4 bands, you're running the risk of throwing your build away.
That's huge for blue team. Red team has Gubo, which I don't think is going to be as effective.
Maybe not. I mean, Gubo Rex is kind of interesting though. It does throw out the flower, which is kind of nice, but it's not anything like insane. Prion bands would be better. Looks like Snack did not greet it, which was good. Got really, I mean, it's seeded printer, so we know that you can go up to 4 with similar items and be fine. And yeah, the boss died instantly. Teleporter drop is Bandolier.
Fuel cell in that multi-shop.
That would be really nice.
Snack got that earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Dan has it as well.
All right, Goji on to stage 5. Knows that there's a band printer available. Hopefully knows that they can go into at least 3 safely. Especially with, you know, those prayer beads. You're losing 1, which is nice.
I'm going to make a prediction right now on what I think is going to happen.
Okay.
I think we're going to have Ruddy first, blue team in second and third, and then Dan last. And I think we're going to get tied up.
Maybe.
I don't know if I'm right.
I just think so many things could happen here. Oh, Goji, what is Goji going to do? Print more? Did print more, lost another per bead? Are they going to print more?
Oh, no.
That's
the knockback fin.
That was the greed move. You can't print more than 4 here. Wow. And no death mark either, actually, for Goji. I guess that's, I mean, probably why, but like, Breaching is, you don't understand. It's so much damage. There's actually a pluripotent larva on stage 5 as well, right around the corner from TP that Ruddy just got, and he's leaving to the moon. I don't know if Snack got the larva, though. No, just to save her spaces. So Ruddy has a little bit of an advantage here on +5s.
If Snack printed 1 more band, he would have lost the prayer beads.
I don't know if Snack had 2 prayer beads or not, so it could have been like that was the first prayer bead. I mean, I guess so, maybe. It depended.
I think he did.
Okay, it depended on what else
he lost.
They had though. I don't know. Well,
Dan finding the larva. Ooh, this is kind of scary for blue team here because Goji could still find it, I guess, but Snack needs to get over the Mithrix problem here.
I'm just worried about Goji's damage. Goji has the least amount of damage than, you know, 2 other people. I mean, Dan.
That's true.
I don't know about Dan. Dan's well, actually, Snack doesn't have the plasma.
I don't know though.
It's kind of a mixed bag.
Goji has the Tesla coil. I guess everyone already has that.
Oh, it's such a weird run. Is Ray just gonna take like 1 billion damage? Okay. All right.
Snack a little bit too close to the bridge there. I guess they're going to the soup.
It looks like they're just. Yeah, I guess they are. I would have rather they just kind of played it a little bit safer though and just jumped there. I mean, what are you gaining from going to soup besides like a little bit of safety, I guess? Losing some health just by jumping already. It's a little bit unfortunate. I mean, look at Ruddy's damage already. Look at the Deathmark Breaching Fin just M1 drain Mythix's health. It's so crazy.
Pretty good.
And the Gubo actually is keeping Mithrix entangled as well alongside Ruddy.
What is that? Ooh, Scorpion. That's not bad.
Is it worth a transmitter, skip, and a breaching fin and a death mark and 3 bands?
I don't think so.
Ruddy is just so far ahead right now, though.
Yeah, I think Ruddy definitely gets first here if he doesn't die.
It might.
He has larva.
Yeah, and transmitter. Like it's gonna be hard. Oh no.
Oh no. That's okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It's
just gonna take a little bit longer.
Just a little bit mess up on the host skip there.
I think Snack is. If Snack doesn't die, I think Snack has second locked in. So I don't think that'll matter too much in the long run.
That's the thing, though. I don't want to jinx Snack, but we've seen Snack die a lot during Mythrix today.
It's true, and Snack did lose a lot of time just going to soup there, and Dan, I imagine, is just going to go straight up.
Yep. I don't know.
Snack missing that Prion.
A little bit rough. Oh, you know what? Snack also printing away the bleed early. May have been a problem for Deathmark here as well, because they have to use Flower a little bit more to make it more consistent.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking Scorpion, but like
Too big a risk.
that could go so wrong.
Okay, they are getting Deathmark though. They are acknowledging the fact that they need to use it
Yeah.
for Deathmark, but it is taking a little bit more of their health to do that.
It's still going pretty quick though.
Yeah,
All
Dan is
things
just gonna jump off the bridge here. Goji is going up as well. On the way back down to go up, actually, even.
The thing about Dan is he does tend to play a little bit safer.
That's true. Oh, Goji. Alright, you're good. Goji did get the Plarva, by the way. I just want to point that out. So again,
Okay.
Snek finds themselves in the Mythics fight with the thing that could save them a +5, or not
Yeah.
with it. Like, they haven't found it. That
If
happened last
Snek
run,
just-
happened run before that.
Oh, did Dan mess up the skip? I think Dan's going to suit.
Oh, man.
So that gives blue team some leeway.
Oh, I forgot that Goji got rid of Deathmark Breaching Fin. Or maybe didn't find the Deathmark, or got rid of the Breaching Fin. Either way, there's so much less damage here.
He
It's not
lost the
bad,
Breaching Fin in the
but, like,
band printer.
Yeah. It's just
But
less.
I think he can still beat Dan.
It's definitely... I mean, Dan's still trying to skip.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ruddy is halfway through phase 3 right now. A little bit low on health. If he gets hit by one more thing, he's going to proc Transmitter. He still has another life, though. Transmitter is procced for Ruddy. He's got to be a little bit careful not to waste the Larva there.
I think we're looking at a tie if Snek can manage to survive. That's the question right now. I think everyone else probably will, because they all have larva. Dan in the fight now. Let's see what his damage is like.
I mean, very similar build to
It's
Goji, just
good.
going for bans. Holy.
Oh.
Alright. Goji is still just on phase 1, though. I mean, meanwhile, dude, Snek and Ruddy are just blasting through the phases. Ruddy's done.
Yep. Didn't get the skip there. Thought he might.
Going into phase 4 right now. Ray has to be a little bit careful. Doesn't have Gubo active right yet. Just spamming him too. Hopefully gets Mythrix to Orb phase. Does.
Snek is just so low. Ah. Didn't quite get the pre-on band proc there.
A little bit tough. Ruddy is almost done with phase 4 and gets it done. Really good job. Ruddy with a sub 30 full damage Rex loadout. Really nice. Really clean. Just kind of kept moving. Definitely deserves the first on that one.
Red team is guaranteed at least a tie. So the onus is kind of on blue team right now.
Looks like Snipe proc their transmitter, so they have 45 seconds to... Yeah, that was funny. They have 45 seconds to focus on not dying here. Basically.
Good
Dan is taking a lot of damage. For sure.
Remember, he does have that parvo, though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Snek. Takes...
No!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Another Mythrix +5, man.
That might be it.
Yeah.
If only they found the Plarva.
They were, I think they were greedy a little bit there. They knew the golem was shooting at them. They could have just taken cover behind the pillar and still been able to dodge pizza.
I think that might be it for blue team.
It's possible.
Oh, very good. Oh, amazing Prion from Goji.
Really good job. So
He did more than half of Mithrix's health before Warbond's even activated. Look at that.
yeah. Did you know that Goji has a specific setup for Prioning Mithrix in Phase 3? That's why they turn on their music, the in-game music, so they could tell when the sound cue is to start Prioning.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. They have that synced up.
That's some tech. That was amazing, though. I've never seen a Prion that effective in Phase 3. I mean, with 5 bans.
Definitely getting ahead of Dan
Ooh.
here, though. Uh-oh. Transmitter procking into Phase 4. They don't have the Prion ready, so they have to do something here. Snack in Phase 4 as well. I could kind of foresee an orb hitting one of them here. I don't want it to happen, but...
Nope. Dan triangled.
Gotta be a little bit careful. Goji doesn't have Plarva back, so still... Okay, they got transmitter. They're good. Okay. Nice.
Man.
Goji finished up. I mean, it was really just that Prion that would put Goji ahead of Dan there. I mean, in that sense, the bans were like really good, but they didn't... They only printed one more than they needed to, right? Like, at that point, if you lose the Breaching Fin, I would just go more in. But
regardless, very good job from Goji there.
Hopefully they don't hit a pizza on the way down here. Oh god, that was close.
That would suck.
That almost happened. Okay. And now we're just looking at Dan here. What time does Dan get? Dan might die here.
Die.
Oh, he transmitted.
Well,
okay.
He
going
needs
into
to
Phase 4.
Twice.
Going into Phase 4 with Gubo
But I
here.
guess if he dies in Phase 4, he's not going to have the Plarva. So if he can get through this...
And he's got
good.
Gubo. It's over. Wait, Gubo's not doing anything? For some reason, Gubo
nice.
is not attacking the boss. Alright, there we go. Dan just sees he has transmitter, he's good. Alright.
Yeah.
Goji
GG.
procking transmitter in the ship. Careful. So I think
Oh, Elixir.
that puts us in a...
Oh my goodness, Goji.
They have Plarva, but they are scaring
Oh, that's
me.
true.
You can tell that Goji's just like laughing, like, I can't believe this is happening right now. If, you know, Dan finds a way to die on the way to the ship and then die on the ship, could be one of those situations. I think, though, it looks like...
I think we would have to ban Dan if that happened.
Mm-hmm. It does look, though, like Red Team barely gets the win here.
Barely. I mean, they've been tied all day. Like, this was by no means a decisive victory. This was just, like, barely edging out the other team.
And really, like, to that end, really good job to everyone who played today. And I'll tell them in a second when I bring them in here, but, like, that was really close all day.
Oh. Dan might die.
He has the Plarva. He's good. And Dan's going to get about a 30, almost a 33. And that will mean that Red Team gets this round 4 points, which puts them at 13.
Wow.
To 11. Wow.
Okay. If you bring them all in here.
Yep.
Oh,
I've never been ready in a race before.
That's crazy.
G'day.
All right, so the results of that last loadout are Ready in first, Goji in second, Dan in third, and second, fourth.
Oh, come on, bro.
It was that +5 snack. You had it.
Ah,
You know, you missed the Adios at stage 5 again. Unfortunately, it was
Yeah.
right by TP.
Mm,
So
yeah.
really, really good job to everyone today. That was so close all day. Obviously, you tied through every loadout up until this one.
Yeah.
And even this one, it was really close.
Jesus.
Like, I didn't even really know who was going to win. I mean, Ruddy, you were looking really good, but I didn't know who was going to, like, which team was going to win here, if it was just going to be a tie again or what. So, really good job to everybody. I mean, that was really good. Oh, I have to show off the Struth flag on the screen.
Oh man.
Wow, the Australian flag. Australia won today.
That's
Team USA bringing me
beautiful.
down, man.
Man.
That was
Did
so
my
close.
best.
It was really close. Good job to all you
I'm-
guys today.
I'm just happy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fun race.
Dude,
Happy it's not a tiebreaker. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I just didn't want a
Exhausted
tiebreaker at the end, man. I didn't have another run in me.
This would be a fun one to watch back though. I mean, like, especially the third
what
loadout
happened at
was
the
really
last
sick.
run? How'd Ruddy do so well?
He went.
he just
clicked-
kept going, man.
I
He
got
I was
clicked
going
full-
fast, and I
teleporters.
could not catch up to him. It was fucked up.
All hook stage 1. War bonds just went.
Everyone
just
had
going.
pretty close the same build. Red team had Gubo, which I don't think was the best, but it was okay for proccing Deathmark with Flower, I suppose. But blue team had Prion, which is really cool. Goji got
Yeah.
like a really
My
good
phase
Prion.
3 Prayon was
That phase
crazy.
3 was clean.
It's
Turned on my
really,
music
really
so I
good.
could time it perfectly.
Yeah, it's very, very, very
Dang.
clean. And that was, I mean, all day it was good. Hope.
Yeah.
Oh,
By the
yeah,
way,
the biggest difference
Hmm?
there actually was I changed my shirt to my power shirt, so that's why I
Oh my
won.
God.
I put my wolf shirt on, so
oh,
that's why I
good.
won in the end. Honestly,
Surely.
Yo, shout out to Dan's shirt.
Yeah.
No, let's not.
Hopefully the
Really?
team race was fun, by the way. It's always good to, play in a team with someone and do it cooperatively and all that good stuff. If you're watching, make sure to follow all these racers. They're all very fun and good and very powerful at the game. We also released a YouTube video on Risk of Resources YouTube today
Right.
as well. So go make sure to check that out. And we have some other announcements as well, like normal. Make sure to go to Discord if you want to see when the next race is going to be. We update you every single week on when the next one is going to drop. Obviously, go to YouTube if you want to play with the mod and start, doing some lower race with your friends, or like just kind of putting yourself in, these guys' shoes. You can download our mod. It works for downpatched or updated. If you want to go and speedrun on our official speedrun category, it's Risk of Rain 2 on speedrun.com, the Gauntlet category. A lot of our racers here have times on there. I think this is the new updated category version for the new version or something. So go take some times away from people. And as always, if you want to apply to be a racer and jump into the scrims and everything like that, go to riskofresources.com/apply. And you can start scrimming with the team and maybe get up on stage and play with Dane on your team or something. And one day.
Someone with big shoulders, please. Come on.
And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.
bye.